All right. Okay, and we are live. All right, gents. Happy to be back. It's been a busy month. It's been a long month. Little recap. So last where we left off, you guys settled down for camp in the middle of the woods at the head of a brook. I wouldn't say a river. And in the middle of the night, around 2 o'clock in the morning, 30, you heard something going bump in the night. And you stood up to investigate. And since your dog Faldron, your dire wolf Faldron, has been missing for about 9 hours, you gave a sharp whistle. When nothing returned, you knocked an arrow and waited for something to step out of the bush. And out it did, along with two other things. So you saw a medium-sized medium-sized black werewolf, and two large werewolves come at you, and they beat the Jesus out of you. Before, also, it was raining the entire time. It was raining and a little bit of thunder and lightning, and so there was only flashes for Yoshi to see, but it was enough of a lightning storm that he could see. Your fire had gone out. Everybody's soaking wet. It wasn't going super great. And then just near the end, I believe, what spell did you use on him, Ludwig?
Oh shit.
It was some kind of mind control spell.
It was. Should be in the chat, I think.
Should be in the chat.
Or wasn't it common? Was it common emotions? No. No, I was just.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was common emotions.
Didn't you like talk to him?
Yes. So I just reviewed it, and so what you learned from him, the Cole's Notes version, is the pack comes from the northwest. The Night Wolf turned him specifically, and he can only be saved if the Night Wolf is killed. And he showed you the vision of the cave. So now, if you see the cave, you will recognize it as this is the cave. You specifically, Ludwig. And he told you there's two paths. One through the swamp and one through the mountains. And you guys rolled just enough damage to knock him out. And let's see. My audio. Turn my music down. Music's pretty loud for me. How's that for everybody?
A little on the loud side. It could probably be.
I have it at an 8.
I have it turned down on my ends.
I have it at an 8
yeah, I have it turned
currently.
way down on my end too.
I have the whole playlist turned right down.
Better.
Don't understand Roll20. Anyways, so you guys were discussing. So you guys were gonna do a 15-minute quick breather while somebody tied him up. So whoever needed hit points, hit dice, whatever, did it. I think that's all been done. Stream cut off before we for sure concluded that. But who was tying him up?
I can with confidence say not Ludwig.
Not Ludwig. It would be a sleight of hand check. A sleight of hand check, whoever does it. And yeah, I know it wasn't 30 because he was rolling hit dice, I believe, right? 30?
Yeah, I was pretty dead.
Yeah.
I got 0 hit dice left, so I definitely rolled them all.
Yeah, you rolled all. That's all your hit dice, eh? Okay.
Yeah.
And Yoshi, I see you're full up.
That could use some help.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll use a little bit of help.
Mm-hmm. It was a tough scrap for sure. So shall we say that Yoshi tied him up? Because I think Yoshi was pretty much unscathed throughout the battle. Maybe rolled one. Yeah, because I think you might have rolled one hit dice, actually, now I think about it. But that's fine. You were...
I was relatively scathed. I was scathed, but just not the first time he was scathed.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll a sleight of hand?
Yeah, roll me a sleight of hand. Yeah, it's good. It's good not. You're quite sure it's going to be fine. It's going to hold him.
Fix his own finger trying to do it.
All right. So you have 1d4 hours, you don't know how long, and so you quickly bandaged yourselves up, tied him up, and then ran. Through the storm had broken momentarily. It's still cloudy, it's still misty, it's still sputtering a little bit, but it's not actively, there's no active thunder and lightning at the moment. But you stole away, and now it's about 2:30 in the morning, and you're navigating through the woods. Yoshi, you do not have dark vision, right? Okay. So someone's going to have to help Yoshi somehow. So from there, how would you guys like to proceed?
Baldron hasn't returned, correct?
Not yet, no.
I'm gonna go in one of these tents.
We took
If
off.
it makes
Tents anymore.
more sense for the story.
Sorry, what? Yeah, sorry. We didn't. You guys didn't actually bring pack animals, so the tents were just on the map that I found. You don't actually have tents. It was just cowboy camping we talked about.
Just stand in the grass.
Okay, give me a kiss, buddy. Good night. Love you. All right. So
are we? So we're heading north now. Is that northwest?
Northwest.
That's the plan. Like, are we still on this map?
yeah, so
We'll be off it
here.
soon, but
I'll bring you to the big map here in just a second.
Say, as far as marching order is concerned, Yoshi is in the rear, holding on to the coattail of whoever's in front of him due to lack of dark vision.
So everyone's all together now. So this is the macro map. So 30 during the day, you should no longer be a gator. So we should fix that on this map. Watch it. Working? Okay, I gotta reboot my APIs. Hold on a second. Okay, so 30, during the day when you were scouting down, you had Quarian do a circle, and she spotted a stone structure to the southwest, sorry.
Okay, this stone house.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I don't mean to throw a wrench into plans. I'm just kind of... I don't know if we... trying to decide what's most important, because I don't think Thuri would be willing to travel or venture all that far without being able to retrieve Quarian. Or not Quarian, but Faldron.
Okay.
So, to me, it's kind of a toss-up between trying to help Werewolf Boy and finding my puppy.
Okay. Give me an animal. Give me an animal hat. So if that's the first thing you're gonna do, give me an animal handling check.
Hold on, it's loading. Come on.
Very good. Very, very good. Okay. Okay, so if your first priority is finding Faldron, you would know the best way to find a dog in the woods is to leave something out for them.
Like a trail.
Yes. What do you have in your backpack? Do you have any articles of clothing other than what you're currently wearing?
I have my I have rations,
Rations.
and then I have my nature's mantle. I have a studded leather armor and a leather armor. So the studded
So-
is what I'm wearing. The leather armor is unchecked, which I assume means I'm not wearing it.
Yeah, but you have worn it before. You
Yes,
could.
That's what I wore last time.
Okay. What you could do is take pieces of it off because it's just stitched and quilted together. You could cut pieces of it off and leave kind of a trail as you're going.
Right.
Because you do know that
seems
stone house is fairly close by. And I'll say
so. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say you don't have to do another river crossing. This is just like a little creek, more than the main river was this one here. That's why I made it look a little bit bigger. This is just a basic creek. You guys will be able to get across it, no problem.
So, to the squad. Northwest is where the wolf is, but yet southwest is potentially an area that we can try and make a base camp. How do we feel about our path moving forward?
I do think we need to get over to the west a little bit because of this river while we have the chance.
I also think that if Yoshi can't see in the dark, he's largely useless and very much a potential liability for the next 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah.
More useless than normal.
So if there's something at the stone house that we can use as kind of a base camp, at least for a couple more hours, I don't know. I think we have a better chance of, patching ourselves up more completely before we go and try and take on whatever this beast is, if that makes sense to people.
So,
And with that
Yes.
plan, I can't see shit.
you are. I'm just looking at my
I'm
table
still a
here.
crocodile, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, so you're okay. So I will say, I will let you if you get there, if you get to the short rest location or to a new resting location within an hour, then I'll let you restart your long rest instead of starting a whole new one. So then
Okay.
you would potentially be able to get all your hit dice, all your everything back after 4-ish hours.
Well, as someone who got his ass whooped, I vote for that plan.
Yeah. So yeah, I took the measuring stick out. It's under 50
Like
feet
40.
on the map, which is 20 minutes traveling fast, which would be about 40 minutes traveling normal. So yeah, you could. It's doable, but I'm gonna need a check. I'm gonna need a check to an orienteering check. So that would be survival, if someone wants to lead that.
I can roll that.
Someone can help you too.
Well, more help the merrier.
Yeah.
My survival's pretty good, but any additional help will be beneficial.
Yeah, it is.
Help. I also realized I was just holding this knife up to the camera for no real reason whatsoever. I just forgot it was in my hand. Peeling nail polish off. Just, not illegal.
Menacingly.
I'll help. I'll help with the roll.
So I roll with advantage then?
Yes, you do. And let's say the DC for this is to get there on time. I'm going to say the DC is pretty high. So shoot your shot. That'll do it.
18 minutes flat, baby.
Basically, you guys are able to move fast. You guys are able to move fast and get across the river, straight find a nice little pathway.
Dust behind us, and we're just fucking running. Like,
Basically,
I just
like
imagine Harbeck throwing fucking Yoshi on his shoulders and like hobbling along.
very good, very good. Yeah. So
Just Naruto running.
100%.
I got a little leg.
I got a little. All right. I didn't change the music. That just changed, all on its own. So you walk up, and this is what you see. I'm gonna get y'all up in here. Just hold on. Like I said, I had very little prep time today. There. Okay, there we are. So this is what you see. You walk across a nice little wooden bridge. This music is incredibly intimidating. I don't want to set. Let's just change that. All right, there we go. All right. So you see basically in front of you see an older kind of style, like say like probably 100-year-old house, roughly, but well built. You know, European Teutonic style, red clay shingles, a little bit of thatch repairs here and there, and tar in between. And you can just, with your dark vision, you can just make out these details. I didn't have a dark map with me, so just bear with me here.
I'll shut my eyes.
Yeah, just squint a little bit.
Oh, that's racist now.
God damn it.
No,
Anyways.
we're not gonna do it on camera.
Anyways, not how I meant it. Anyways, how would you like to proceed? Are we proceeding with caution? Reckless abandon? Are we just happy to find something with four walls and a door?
We still have the immovable rod, Harbeck.
I do.
Well, that's
All right.
good news.
I'm
map to scale.
Yep, this is scaled. Yep,
a mansion.
roughly.
We're missing a Yoshi.
We're missing Yoshi.
Where's that thing? No, he's there. He's on the dock. He just
Yeah, he's like right
camouflaged.
here.
Blended in.
He looks like
yeah.
he looks like a pillar.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess the scale is pretty.
Lost in the dark.
The scale's a bit off. It's a bit off.
Otherwise, that's a big ass.
Holy
chest.
shit! It's a house for giants.
Let me hold on.
I guess
Hold
I don't
on.
mean by scale.
Hold on a
to
second.
our
Hold on a
characters. I
second.
just mean distance.
Hold on a second. Okay, we can change it. We can change it since you guys are all raking me over the coals here. We can
I'm
change
just
it.
curious. What's the distance from us to the house?
Duke.
I was gonna say Yoshi's opinion shouldn't matter about the house anyways because he can't fucking see it.
I mean, I
Well,
can
it's
tell
just
you the
assuring
reason I'm
him.
curious.
Okay, that would help. Yes, Okay.
Detect thought is a 30-foot radius.
30-foot radius. Okay, so that's a little bit better scale going on right there. Anyways, so who did we lose? It won't let me select you guys, so I'll just drag you back on. All right. Yoshi, there he is. 30-foot radius, eh? Yep. So this is now currently to scale. This is a little bit better.
Well, we still have lots of time, so I would say that we approach cautiously.
Yep.
And then.
So you could do an investigation check if you want to inspect the specific or perception or investigation. Perception as a general, but investigation to look for specific things: doors ajar, broken windows, relative livability of the structure, tracks, that kind of thing. And the more specific you are, the better, just in general.
Any signs or anything around?
Like
on the door, or like...
I don't think so.
Okay.
There might be. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Cool. I guess essentially I was looking for like if it used to be previously an inn or like.
Well, it's a pretty good size. You could surmise that it probably used to be, you know, not a person's house, but it was probably like a hunting lodge or something like that. It's bigger than you would expect a regular homestead to be. Let's put it that way. It's a pretty big spot. It's a pretty big place. It's got a second story. It's got a very big chimney on it. You can make those details out. It's got a couple of dormers on it. It's a good size. Let's
I'm going to say we look for any sort of signs of recent inhabitation, smell for smoke, kind of any sort of lighting or lights, candle lights, things like that.
Okay, give me perception or investigation, I'll say. That's pretty good.
Man, I'm fucking burning up through all my good rolls, man. Might be bad.
25, 24, 26. Pretty good. Or 25, 26, 24. So you see... Ooh. You see... That was perception? How close do you get?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna say I'm
you know what?
hide behind the tree over here.
In that tree. Elves are known for their good vision, so I'm gonna assume elves have like a 10, 20. Let's just say slightly better than my wife. So I'll be able to say that with that roll, you see there was a layer of dust on the stone steps and on the door, and then there's a slight disturbance, like footsteps through the middle, and then on the door, like it was pushed open and then closed. So it looks like it was uninhabited for a while and recently was habited.
Yeah, there's a good chance that whatever went in there is still in there. Just so people are aware. Does anyone have any like bells to like light up the space?
If there is something on the inside, may it not be unwise to create light out here at that point?
Not if we're not around it. We
Okay,
could use it as a distraction to see if it'll lure anybody out who gets a little too curious.
There, I fixed the lighting. Yoshi, you probably can't see anything.
Correct.
Oh, man. What are my keybinds? Control L. Yeah, there it is. All right. So yeah, so Yoshi, just wandering through, bumping into stuff, making noise.
Oh, sorry, madam.
Holding on to Harbeck's shoulders. All right. So.
Ooh. So is the door open?
Slightly ajar. Slightly.
Okay.
Like somebody like pretty good perception roll. You know, like somebody that was leaving in a relative hurry would have, you know, attempted to close but not ensured that it was closed, or someone with no attachment to the place.
so he might be gone.
You're moving up, Harbeck?
I'm moving up.
Okay.
Actually, let's.
Does anyone want to?
What is-
You do also. Do you is Quarian up, Thuri?
She should be.
She doesn't have
On
night
the map,
vision,
but
but she
she's
could
not.
hear.
I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna cast detect. Well, as I kind of get closer to the door here.
Yeah.
Gonna cast detect thoughts.
Okay.
Drop it in the chat.
Yeah.
It's really the last kind of section. You can also use this spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see.
Thinking creatures you can't see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
As long as they have a 3 or higher intelligence.
So, do you?
Higher than 3.
Yeah. You can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you.
So you'd be looking at kind of the last portion of it there.
Yes. That's a wall of text.
Yeah, I know. Here.
Cast a spell.
Much better idea than what I had.
Yeah, they didn't break it down into like its component parts like they usually do.
Yeah. Yeah, I just pasted the
2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any metal other than lead, and a thin sheet of lead blocks you. Ooh. 2 feet of rock. Intelligence of 3 or lower, the one that doesn't speak any language. Once you detect the presence of creatures away, blah blah blah. Doesn't speak any language. Can't detect a creature. Yeah, you don't detect any intelligent beings, any intelligent anything in the house.
there's nothing smart in this house. I hear no creature thinking in there.
Well, that's good enough for me. I'm going in.
All right.
We can
Harbeck lead the way.
Alright.
This is very clean house for dusty ass outside.
I am limited by the technology of my time.
Is it also dark in the house?
Yeah. Assume that all these lights are
yeah.
off. Assume all these lights are off. I'll make it dark again. Lighting explorer mode.
Rocking the whole blind swordsman build right now.
Yeah, so you see to your right, you see what you see. You see a kitchen table. To your right, you see a hearth. The hearth should be over here somewhere. Over in this general direction. Oh, sorry. There it is, right there. That's the hearth right there. You see a bed, 3-person. Well, there should be stairs somewhere here, but fucking AI doesn't know interior design very well. So assume that there's some. Let's assume that this here is a stairwell going up. This banister here. So it's a stairs going up, and then you have beds on the right, and you have kind of a desk area over here. Sorry, beds on the left and a desk area over here. Anyone else want to give me a perception check? Just
I want to give a perception check focused on the hearth to see if it's been lit recently.
Go right ahead. That would be investigation. If you're getting specific, that's investigation.
That's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hard to tell. You can tell that there's been a fire sometime sooner than there's no dust on the coals. Let's put it that way.
Yep, it's a hearth.
Basically. Harbeck. Not, he's got a sharp axe, but is he the sharpest axe? Who are we to
I'm gonna
judge?
say, Harbeck, do you want to use that immovable rod to secure the room, and then let's just get some rest, and we can explore it in the daylight. Thoughts?
The whole house, like secure the entrance.
Is there more than one room? It looks like just one.
It's basically, yeah, like so imagine it kind of like a hostel, like a bed and breakfast hostel, where you have the main floor, which is like your breakfast and your cooking and your common area, and then up you have like basically a bunch of bunk beds, essentially. Like, so you have your.
But it's all open, like there's no, like we can see.
Basically,
everything.
yes, you can see. You could from the top balcony, you could see everything. In the back, underneath, like. So you would go up the stairs, but underneath the stairs and to the sides is like storerooms and stuff. So there's two like side rooms there. You can check them if you want. But the top bunk or the top balcony is all the sleeping areas, and it would be on the second story up, like a good flight of stairs. So you'd be up off the ground, good vantage point of all the windows, and be able to hear a little bit better because you're higher up.
Well, I can secure the room now, and we can give it a full sweep before we rest.
Sounds good.
So I will close the doors and use the immovable rod to keep them closed.
Sounds good.
A fire in the hearth that you discovered earlier.
Yeah, in the hearth, is there like the enough to like light a fire there already?
There's like some coals that are burnt down. You could probably find something to burn in here. You could probably start a fire with a
break the table.
It has been raining outside, but you know what? In the storeroom, there's a stockpile of wood. If we get, no, we're not going up. We're still kind of carrying on Thury's perception check there. There's in the storeroom. There's a stack of wood. You could start a fire if you wanted to. Without
break the table, burn it, and then build a new table so the owners will never know the difference.
I do not think that is a very good idea. Maybe you should just get wood from storeroom.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Is there a lantern here on the table? Like, are the objects
you could
really there?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, all of these objects that look lightable are. So I'll let you light that if you want.
Vegetation on fucking everything to light them.
I don't know, Yoshi. Should I light the lantern? Should I light the big, fancy, bright lantern? There we go.
There.
That makes sense. Then break the table. I don't like the table. It's gaudy, not befitting.
There we got.
All right, Yoshi Dudley.
We got some. We got some light now. We got some light. We can see.
Wood is thicker than blood.
He's not wrong. All right, so like I said, you got there within your time limit, so you can carry on your long rest. Yeah, you could carry on your long rest. I would say, because we had two. It was the second block that was interrupted. Everybody had one block, right? So you could 2 blocks, 8 hours. It's 2:30 right now. Say 10 o'clock. You'd be, let's say, or sorry, it'd be closer to 3, so it'd be like 10, yeah, 9 to 11 o'clock. You'd be ready to go.
Yeah, that sounds fine to me.
That sounds fine?
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
It's still dark for me.
Okay.
What are we doing with Buddy, who's tied up, though?
He's gone. We ditched him.
Ditched him. Yep.
Left him.
Because my spell didn't last long enough for us to like.
I see.
I warned us that like he is gonna fucking lose it on us as soon as it's done.
Yeah. So.
Even though I tried to murder you in the heat of battle.
All right.
Which I totally thought you were the barbarian, so I fucked that up. Apologies there.
All good.
Give me 2 seconds here. All right. So you guys sort yourself out and start on your first block of stuff. And so Thuri, you could recover 2 blocks in the time of 1 because you need half the time to rest as anybody else.
So what are my blocks again?
So
Hit dice.
hit points,
Exhaustion.
hit points and hit dice.
Oh.
Yeah. So what do you recall? What you recovered in the first block of your last long rest? If you don't, it's fine. Actually, you know what?
I think it was spells and totems or.
Okay, your spells and abilities. So you recovered your spells and abilities. Okay, so you could spend, So you'd, because you're pretty good for spells. It's just hit points and stuff.
Yeah, I got 1 wild shape. I don't have spirit totems left, but.
Yeah, so that's your spells and abilities. But you could get them back from a short rest as well, and because you're a elf, you could get a short rest in as well. You get all your short rest stuff back anyways because you're spending 2 hours, so you get your short rest stuff back regardless. So your wild shapes, your spirit totems, you're gonna get back regardless. But if you're pretty good on spells, then probably be your hit points and hit dice. You recover. If you make it to the end of the long rest without another disturbance, you'll get all of them back. If you just do the block, you'll get you get full up your hit points and half of your hit dice back. And then for negating exhaustion, that's like actually sleeping. I guess whatever elf equivalent of sleeping is. And that would be 2 hours for you, 4 hours for everyone else. That's just the ability to not be more tired than you currently are, essentially. Because exhaustion is a killer. We haven't done it yet in this game, but exhaustion is bad. It's really bad. You don't want it. You pretty well have to do that every time. Now, if you...
I have an exhaustion level of 0 at the moment, though.
That's good. You don't want to go up from there. Yeah. So yeah, while you guys are sorting your stuff out, so sort out your first block while I do some stuff right here.
I still got rages left. I'm good on that. I'm gonna roll hit dice.
We're continuing our long rest, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so would I be able to reset like my fighting spirit and action surge?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.
Fighting spirit that I ignored because I completely forgot about it until the last session.
Yeah. Okay. You guys can roll your second blocks as well. You're good on that. You're able to go the full 8 hours, so the rest of the night and into the morning, and get full up on everything. Full hit dice, full hit points. And if anyone has any errant spell slots that they spent during the night, they get those back. Everybody is full up, 100%.
And I'm just sleeping for exhaustion.
Yep.
Dope. I want you knowing that Ludwig cooked a nice bed. Didn't ask either. He's kind of a jerk about it, actually.
Just take the whole 3-person bed.
Yeah. This is like he went out, he fucking cleared it all, like cleared all the dust off it with prestidigitation, and just fucking slept it.
Imagine
We
Like an
If
old
you-
man and fucking nah.
Imagine, if you will,
Oh,
there's more
Owen.
beds than that.
No, god damn it! If there are more, we took the best one.
That's fine. Yeah, there's definitely a best one. You can have the best one.
So there's werewolves running rampant. So what? Look at this place. We could turn this into a nice little inn. The four of us. Dump some village children. Our four dads. Make good
Fucking
pancakes.
B&B tycoon here.
Yeah.
30.
This
Give
is a-
me a Constitution saving throw. Actually, give me 2.
How do I make them saving throws?
Top left.
It's just in the box.
Yep, should be there.
One.
All right, next one.
That's 2.
You did use up those good rolls.
Mm-hmm. The table is cold. Okay. So about halfway through the night. 30. You wake up. You're finding it harder and harder to concentrate. You're hungry. You're extremely hungry. And elves don't get very hungry. Not like normal mortals do. Your metabolism's much slower. You know, you can eat once a day and it's pretty much fine, but you are ravenous right now. And it's not just anything you want. You want meat.
Weird.
You don't remember?
Not concerning at all.
You don't remember?
Then destroyed that table.
I might have missed that in my cap. You got bit. You got bit.
Oh yeah, I did get bit.
That's my bad. I missed it in the recap. Yep, you got bit. You're feeling hungry.
Like that other dude.
And then the second Constitution save. We're gonna. For the next 4 hours. So, okay. So when you wake up, during your meditation, you have visions. And thoughts, errant thoughts that intrude and break through your concentration. And you have a really hard time shaking them off. Like, oh, I really fucked that up. Oh man, they probably hate me. They're probably upset I didn't wake them up. They're probably mad I didn't warn them. I gotta try and make it up. I gotta try and make it up to them. Join me in the other chat for a quick second. Okay, so for the next day, for the whole day, as long as somebody tells you to do something, you have to do it.
Okay.
This is this is not related to the werewolf stuff. But anytime somebody tells you to do something, you do it immediately, as long as it's not self-destructive. And that's anyone, even other people. Not that I expect you to encounter other people, but for sure
That doesn't
anyone.
include you, though. That includes like any other character.
Any other character. Period.
All right.
All right.
Good.
Okay. As long as that's not obviously self-destructive. Like, jump off a cliff. Sound good?
Light oneself on fire. Yeah, sounds like I could give it a shot.
Okay, great. Let's hop back in.
All our guests for the Airbnb can sit around and talk about their day and stuff. Match itineraries.
There we go. Okay, and we're back. I'm just gonna check the stream populated. Yep, we're good. Okay. All right.
Yoshi doesn't have vision.
Okay.
Yoshi's still suffering from we didn't light any lanterns, despite all the lanterns.
I love this program so much. I swear I fixed you, but apparently not. Has bright light vision. That's what we need. Okay. How's that?
Yeah, that table's fucking ugly. Yeah, I can see.
You can see? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Great. Perfect. I don't know how to make it low. I'm curious. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so now it is morning time. It is morning time, and Thury has made you all breakfast out of whatever rations and bits of the elk that he had, and whatever he could find in the storeroom. He's made you all breakfast because he was, you know, being an elf.
I was a little hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we eating the breakfast? Don't say it. I have a feeling I know where we're gonna eat the breakfast.
On the
So
balcony,
she's not
clearly.
gonna like it.
Clearly on the balcony. Better vantage.
Definitely not at
Sitting
the
down.
table.
Fucking table.
Yeah, you got a bit of a fire going. Everything's good. Everything's right now. Everything's fine. This doesn't seem so bad.
I'm concerned that if everything goes really bad and we all end up being werewolves, that Yoshi's just going to spend his time as a werewolf growling at the table. Well, let's eat this breakfast.
I feel like I would probably tell everybody. I would think that, like,
You don't have to feel like it, dude. You can do it.
so, like, last night, I woke up with strange desires to eat.
Oh.
And I'm concerned about my well-being moving forward, and so I would appreciate if people kept an eye on my behaviors. I'm not sure what it means, and I'm not sure how we fix it, but hopefully it'll subdue itself in time, and we can go from there.
You woke with hunger, or you dream of hunger?
Both. I dreamt of
Is
food.
this not what who was it that was talking to us about that shit?
He was the lumberjack guy. Hey, Losh. From that first village, I believe.
They say they woke with hungers and dreamt of hungers.
Yes.
I don't think this goes away on its own. It's like her wolf herpes.
I love wolf herpes.
It stays.
Perhaps.
I think it's something to keep an eye on, and hopefully putting an end to this wolf will resolve whatever issue may be brewing.
Are you positive it's not the table that's bothering you?
Pretty positive.
You can destroy table if you want. I don't think anybody is living here.
Hey,
if
come
this
on.
is Airbnb, they must have very low rating.
That's like a carbon copy of the first table that I actually made. I'm beginning to take a personal affront to this. I poured my soul into that table, Yoshi. I poured my soul into it.
I'm not gonna, downplay your carpentry or anything, but I'm just saying there's some revisions to be made probably down the line.
It was rough. It was rough. It was like number 3 spruce. It warped. It was okay. It was okay for a first project with nothing but Mastercraft tools and and cortisol to keep me going. Anyways,
Okay.
okay.
Whoever
Well,
has no fun next year.
Your first mistake was Mastercraft tools.
I know. I regret. Much regret. I did okay. I was able to turn everything around. All right.
I don't know much about werewolves, but I think we should make as much progress while we have the daylight, and hopefully we can get you indoors again for tomorrow or tonight.
I agree.
I think we should try to get to this cave. Perhaps at least near the cave to observe.
Until the night wolf and wolf herpes goes away, correct?
Sorry?
If we kill this night wolf, the wolf herpes goes away. Magic?
That's the hope, anyway.
It's like Wi-Fi AIDS. You got to kill the router.
Nice.
All right. Okay. So we're moving out then, is what I'm hearing.
I'm ready to move out, picking up my movable rod. If there's anything sinister outside, it should be bursting through the door right now.
You give me a quick perception check.
Roll to fuck that table up before we leave.
10's fine. You don't see anything. Looks clear. You want to roll attack with the table?
Before we leave?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. We doing this? All right. Roll an attack.
Hell yeah. All right.
To be fair, you've done nothing but stumble around blindly the entire session, so I got to give you something here. Yeah. So just as you guys are leaving, Yoshi kind of looks sideways, and then he just does one of, and then turns around and walks away, and the table like falls down through the middle.
And he spits on it. Okay, we're done.
We're done. All right. So, oh right, wild shape 3. You already transformed into base. Am I already transformed into base? I don't think so. I don't think so, API. Oh no. Delete. Let's try this again.
How many species can Fury be in the span of 2 sessions?
I don't know.
A lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So. So about halfway through. About halfway through the night 30, you heard a scratch at the door. Sorry, slight retcon. I needed a reminder. You heard a scratch at the door.
Is this pre or post hunger pains?
Pre-hunger pains.
Okay.
You heard a small scratch at the door. It sounds familiar to you.
I go over and see if I can listen to whatever else is. Like, I get closer to the door to listen to see if I can hear anything else.
Okay, perception check.
Hold on. It's loading.
All right. It sounds like a small beast to you. A small four-legged beast that may or may not answer to a name that you have given it. It's Faldron.
Hey, Faldron. What's up, my dude?
He's howling at the door.
Bro.
There.
I let him in.
You open the door. You open the door and he jumps all over you. Licks you. Da 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 da. And then kind of sniffs a little bit. Like something strange, and it kind of like cocks his head, looks at you, and then licks you some more. Da, 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 da. He's very happy to see you, and he appears unharmed.
Well, that's good. That's good news.
Okay. So Now we got the whole gang together here. Ah, for God's sakes. Oh, you stupid program. I'm going to lose my mind. GM layer. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay. So, with that knowledge in mind, what is our marching order? And which direction are we going? Are we going north? So you were given two options. Two vague options that you could get through the northwest, either through the mountains or through the swamp. Those are your two rough estimates. And from the west of the house, you see, in this direction, you see some pretty craggy, steep looking mountains. And then to the straight to the north, you see that barren swamp that you guys encountered before.
Listen, I am not the most physical human person. I am not crazy about climbing mountain. I don't know how you feel, but I personally think the swamp would be better for all of us. Plus, if we get wet, I can just prestidigitate water all off of us very, very easily.
Excellent.
I'm good with the swamp. Easier.
I think we're at a disadvantage if we have to fight dogs in mountains. I'd rather run into them in the swamp, where it's a little tougher for everyone.
All right. To the swamp we go.
To the swamp.
All right. So, who here has not seen Lord of the Rings? Brad.
Really?
Brad.
I saw the first movie.
Even I've seen Lord of the Rings.
I've seen the first movie like 5 times.
And then you're just like, I'm good. I don't need to know what happens.
Yeah,
it's fine.
That
is a full and complete story. They get to Rivendell. That's a happy ending. That's it. It's all good.
Yeah.
Only need to know a third of this entire epic. And I'm going to know it really well.
It's only the most famous art of literary fiction probably ever. Maybe beat out Slim by Odysseus and the Odyssey, but only just so. Anywho. Okay, so how this is going to work. This is going to be something like a skill check. You're each going to have to do one check of your choice to try and navigate through this swamp. You must have proficiency in this. That's all. Yeah, that's all I'm telling you for now. So decide who's going first, and we'll go from there. And
so I have a question. Before we go on to that, I do have a
Sure.
question regarding the proficiency aspect.
Yes.
I'm not proficient in anything other than insight, intimidation, and arcana.
Can we intimidate a swamp?
I don't know how any of those would. I mean, I guess arcana maybe can help me get away from fucking, magic water, or like ghostly beings living under the waters. But
that's a good point. I didn't actually think of that. Okay. That's it. You only have 3 proficiencies. That's it. That seems odd to me, because I think most base characters get at least 4. So what do you say you have? You have Arcana.
I have Arcana, Insight, and Intimidation.
That's it?
Let me pull up my.
That's like, man, that seems strange. So maybe somebody other than Ludwig.
Oh, I should have survival as well, I think.
He's gonna grab.
Yeah, you got survival. That's perfect. Survival's perfect.
But no, hang on, I'm looking at it wrong.
I'm wicked good with athletics.
I have perception.
Oh, persuasion. Perfect. talk my way through the swamp.
Persuasion.
Just fucking talk my way through.
I got survival. I'm good.
You can persuade yourself to not slip and fall.
You got this.
You could attempt to persuade somebody else to do it for you.
All right, who is going to carry me on my back, on their back? I'm not very, like I mentioned before, I'm not very athletic. You strong man, and I'm looking at not Thury. Fuck. I keep getting Thury and
Harbeck.
Harbeck.
Think
Mixed up.
dwarves are hard. Harbeck.
You are a very small man, but perhaps much stronger than I. I'm very weak. Perhaps you carry me on your back.
Well, if we fall in, you got to get yourself out. But
I will keep you
We'll give it a
dry.
try.
Once we get out, I will dry you off. It is no problem.
I would also say if you have any magical abilities, get creative with it. If you have anything else that you could do, otherwise roll a persuasion check. Whisper it to me and Harbeck. Roll. How should we do this? I should look at a character sheet just so I can see what my options are here.
I mean, like, so I
Because you're not lying to him, right? So it's a
technically Ray of Frost. Yeah, I'm just trying to talk him into it. That would be persuasion.
Constitution?
But,
No.
should be a
What can you
con.
say?
It should be a contested roll of some sort.
It'd be a charisma save.
Yeah, charisma save. Yeah, charisma save. Charisma. Yeah. I like it. Charisma save. Get out your fly.
Before we do that, Ray of Frost is good.
Yeah. So okay. So. All right.
Ooh, hang over here.
Okay. Slight addendum. Just came up with this just now. If you don't have proficiency in a skill you want to use, you can roll it, but you roll with disadvantage. Fair? Okay.
So I will try to do this without, just to kind of show you that I am not as athletic as I. I'm not lying to you here. And I try and cross just the smallest of little wet areas.
Okay, so you're going.
I'm still a crocodile.
Why are you still a crocodile? You should not be a crocodile.
It's great. I mean, I could stay a crocodile and then I just swim through the swamp.
Did it?
Yeah, I'm gonna publicly roll this one, I think.
Okay,
No,
so
still a crocodile.
you're going first then, huh?
Yeah, I'm just proving a point here.
Huh. You're already transformed into base. Okay. So it appears your API, your shapeshift API is broken. That sucks. I don't know how to fix that.
Did you reset the sandbox?
I did. I'll do it again.
You fixed it on the other map.
I don't know if I did. I don't know if I actually fixed it. We got a lot of APIs going on here, so we'll see what happens. Okay, let's try this again. So did you transform, or did it just like crocodile you?
That's just how I showed up.
Cool. All right, I have the token selected. 30. Nope. Okay, what happens when we click crocodile? Makes you do a crocodile. Okay, let's try 30 again. There we go. Need to complete the loop. Okay, reset your wild shapes to full. Man, does that clog up the chat. Okay. Okay. All right.
For you, because we don't see any of that.
Oh, you don't? Okay. All right. So
I rolled a 9 on athletics, by the way, to try and like step over a puddle.
okay, you're abandoning the trying to convince Harbeck to take your turn for you.
I guess it's kind of my like just to prove that I am not athletic at all. Is what I was doing. Proving a point, essentially.
Well, let's
part of my-
let's just say he believes you when he looks at you when you say you're not athletic. He looks you up, he looks you down, and kind of goes "Ugh," like a half snort, half chuckle, half I guess third snort, third chuckle, third grunt of disgust, almost like, you know, almost like how any warrior culture would kind of disparage into an intellectual. So you could still pursue that route if you want, or you can keep your
I'm trying.
or you
Yeah,
can
I'm
keep your
trying to
9.
talk.
Okay. All right. So Brad, roll a charisma save, and Dan, roll a persuasion check.
I just whispered the persuasion to you.
Yep, that's fine. We'll take the first number there. Yeah. It doesn't matter anyways. Yeah, so Harbeck, you feel compelled to assist this man.
Thank you very much.
All right. So who's taking first? Who's taking the first block?
I go first. Fuck
You'll
it.
go first. Good choice. Okay. I know I had this all written down, but fuck it, we'll do it live. Roll me a check. What check are you doing, and how are you doing it to try and navigate through this swamp? There's lots of bogs and bent over trees. Like, imagine there's a lot more trees, bridging gaps and like muskeg, and how are you trying to get over this? You can use any ability at your disposal, but you must roll a check at some point.
I can roll a survival check, right? That.
Yep, that's fine.
So I'm gonna just work off of the map you have, assuming it is accurate.
Relatively. This is more of a snapshot and a placeholder than the whole swamp. The whole swamp is quite big. Like, this would have taken
Right.
place over several hours. We'll say one check every hour. Let's say.
So I'm gonna start with my shillelagh. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. So you turn your bow into a club.
Yeah, my Shakira.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use my Shakira, and I'm gonna use it to kind of like prod out in front of me, but then also have it as if ever I were to break through the surface, I could use it kind of perpendicular to my body to stop myself from sinking in any deeper.
Okay.
And kind of slowly work my way, taking time every time I'm on solid ground, just to kind of like listen around. I'm listening for noises, I'm listening for movement, and then I'm just continuously checking the ground in front of me for wildlife and or
And what are
quicksand,
you gonna roll? Survival?
survival. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. All right. Go ahead and roll. Shillelagh's a cantrip. It will
But it
help you with
stays with 6,
it'll
right?
help you with certain. Okay, it will help you, but not with this roll directly. So just roll straight. It will help you if you fail the roll. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay.
I mean, it's really only just to test the ground out in front of me.
Yep.
Ouch. That's not a very good roll. 11.
So as you examine the ground. Sorry, 1 second. Again, I had very little prep time today. Please forgive me. So as you're walking through and you're testing the ground, something catches your eye and you kind of poke and prod it. Then kind of seems fine, and you take just at that moment, a crow screeches above you, and you look up and you take another step without thinking, and then all of a sudden you feel the ground give way underneath your feet, and you see all right, moving you. You have stumbled into a nest of poisonous snakes. God damn it, what is the keybind for that? So you haven't fallen into them. They don't get a straight attack on you immediately because you're holding on to your shillelagh stick. There it is. There's the token. So, but you have broken through the roof of their nest, and and then you're able to push back on your stick and pull back, and you're basically toe to toe with them now. So, you know what? Everyone's gonna roll initiative. Give me 2 seconds. I can do it automatically. Oh, come on, you stupid program. There we go. Let's go play. That should take everybody's. Okay. Whoa.
Neat.
We're getting extra. Are we getting extra rolls here, or is it just going? Okay. Direwolf. There's no direwolf here. Get out of here. There's 2 Ludwigs. Did any of you guys roll manually? No, it just did it.
No.
Okay, it's just adding our old. Okay, this is our old. Sorry guys, I gotta redo it. I forgot to stop the last one. Oh my god, what the fuck? I think I would know what I was doing at this point, but apparently not. APIs. Renew. Okay. Alright, let's stop Combat Master. Come on. Come on. Left roll 20. Left roll 20. What the fuck? Come on. Okay. There, I think we got it. Come on. There we go. Supposed to make this easier. Okay, there we go. So Yoshi, you actually get to go first. You see Thuri's footfall and then him jump back, and you know immediately something is wrong. What do you do?
What is the distance between me and where Thuri is right now?
We'll call it accurate. 65.
So I know it's just one token, but like how many snakes we talking? Or does it count as like one singular mob?
About 8. Let's say. Well, yeah, let's say 8. Let's say 8 snakes.
So there are 8
Yoshi.
snakes?
Yeah, so this is a swarm. So we haven't encountered swarms before. Actually, no, we have a while back. We have encountered swarms before. Basically, they have different stat blocks depending if they're above half hit points or below half hit points.
So I've been trying to get ChatGPT to create an image of Harback carrying Ludwig, but it's like refusing to. It's
Yeah.
just dwarf is on the back.
I got EKI to make a picture of Samurai destroying a table. I posted it in our group chat earlier. Terrible, but it gets the point across. Just in case anyone
Oh
wants
my
a
god.
piece of insert. It
It's
took
in
me
the
like 5 tries, but
it's in the East Coast chat. Or
no,
it's
it's
in
in the chat where we're like,
the direct
yeah,
group
where we
chat.
plan out our, yeah.
Perfect. I love how it's a Japanese table that's 4.5 inches off the ground. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So, what you doing, bud?
Yeah, so I guess Yoshi's gonna move forward to the maximum distance that Yoshi can move and ready his bow.
Ready his bow? Okay. You could yeah, you could shoot. You're within range.
Yeah, then Yoshi's straight up gonna fire an arrow at this group of snakes to hopefully dwindle the numbers. I know
Okay.
snakes aren't prone to being scared away, but I mean, better than letting Thuri take the massive beating.
Yep.
Again,
Yeah.
2 encounters in a row.
2 encounters in a row. All right. Go ahead, shoot your shot.
Righty.
19 is good. Go ahead and roll damage. What did I say? I said 8 snakes.
Mhm.
So you pull back and you fire your arrow, and it hits it. You can see one of the heads sticking up, and it goes basically not through the head, but it kind of glances over its back and it kind of carves it, but it doesn't outright kill it. It does 2 damage. Okay, all right. You got a bonus action? Are you still moving up closer? Are you still closing the distance?
I'm gonna move closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you got 30 feet. 30 feet with when your swords are not out, and 35 when your swords are out. So you got 30 feet right now. I know we said 35 in the on the character sheet, but that's just with your swords out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll move the full.
Okay. All right. Do you have vision?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. Making sure.
Just blindly firing arrows in the dark at what I assume are snakes.
All right. So yeah, I'll let you move your stuff whenever you have a chance. Okay.
Yeah.
So the swarm is gonna move up onto you and attack you with great prejudice. 30. We'll take the 10, and you're able to use your stick and whack, 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 kind of keep them at bay, but they still kind of curl around you a little bit. Okay, and that's all of its turn. Okay, your turn.
I have a fall drawn as well, do I not?
Oh yeah, you do. Yep, you absolutely do. I'll put him on the.
So I'm assuming he's not in the pit with me.
No, he would have been following beside you, more than likely. He should have hit points. Why does he not have hit points? I swear, every time I open this program, something else breaks.
Snakes catch lycanthropy. Can we make were snakes out of this?
I could become a giant snake myself.
That is
Or
absolutely an
werewolf
option.
snakes, and you become.
That's absolutely an option.
The wolf snakes.
It's absolutely an option if you want. Because now they're occupying your space, so any AoEs will also hit you. Or have a chance to hit you, I should say.
Like, of my own moves or of other people's moves?
Either or. And yeah, so anytime that somebody tries to attack the snakes, they have a chance of hitting you as well.
Oh, that's fun. Now the question is, is it worse if I look like the snakes,
What do you think?
or is it better?
Well, your wild shapes are free hit points. So if somebody hits you, it doesn't matter nearly as much, does it? But your AC is lower, so they will hit you more often. It's a toss-up. That's the thing with swarms.
I want my big snake to be friends with the little snakes.
You could attempt to calm them if you wanted to. If you have speak with animals or any other spell that would be applicable, that's an option.
I don't think I have that spell. Otherwise, I should get that spell.
Strange, isn't it? What languages do you speak again?
Languages: Common, Druidic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Sylvan, and that's it.
Yeah. Again, I have a lot of rule sets bouncing around in my head just between 6th edition, 5th edition, and even Baldur's Gate. I think you actually have to use the spell Speak with Animals to actually talk with animals. I think. Although that doesn't really make a huge pile of sense. Do you have Speak with Animals?
I do not, no.
Okay. Alright. So combat it is, I guess.
You can try it. So with like, this is just my understanding of it as a DM.
Yep. No. Let's hear it.
You can try and like commune with it. It's not exactly speaking, but like with animal handling. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you know how
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do you have proficiency in animal handling?
The way I run, like you can try and do that if you have.
Yeah.
If you have proficiency. In it.
Yeah. If you have proficiency in it, I would allow that.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Yep. Try and calm the snakes.
I do.
Okay.
I get
18. Okay, so I'm gonna roll this. This should be rolling open, but we'll see. I'm gonna roll a I'm gonna say a wisdom save for them. Just beats it. So with your or would you like to describe how this looks?
I want to just say that, like, he's Flurry's gonna pull a Steve Irwin. He's gonna like get down on one knee and keep his hand out in front of him to like draw the snake's attention, and then he's gonna speak to them very calmly, and he's gonna make eye contact and have them kind of like retract away from kind of the interaction. Is what's gonna happen.
So they
Very
kind of
They just kind of like pull back and like settle down instead of being like all the way upright. They just kind of like.
There's the one that's like just a little bit mad. It's like it's got like a little stitch on its back. It's got like a little nick on the back of it, and it kind of from a little arrow mark, and it kind of gives a. But the rest of them slither away, and that one just kind of hesitates and like looks around, and you can tell it's in a little bit of pain, but it retreats with the others, bleeding a little bit.
Can I use cure? Don't want to burn a spell slot, but
cure wounds on a snake, if you want.
Let that snake know that we don't know who shot the arrow. It might have been a second shooter on the knoll. We don't know, but we'll find him. Let him know, please.
All right.
Do your Crocodile Dundee thing and.
All right. Just by the skin of your teeth. Good check. All right. So, who's going next? Well, remove the snakes from. And we're just. Is everyone okay with keeping this initiative order, just starting with whoever's going? Everyone good with that? It's just so we don't have to roll it again. Yes, no, maybe
Give it
so.
to Dan if he was
I think so.
Just
Flat
for like
iron,
getting
yeah,
through the
that's
swamp.
fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right. Music's pretty lively. Pretty lively. Just gonna go.
Well, that's no music.
Here we go. Okay, who's going next?
Well, are we?
You're
What
right.
happened? I had to run away. Did
Oh,
we
you had to-
convince the snakes to not be snakes?
We
Basically,
did.
connects the
Success.
convince
No,
the
they
Okay.
were just
Yeah.
calm snacks.
yeah, calm the snakes down.
I cast calm snakes.
Makes sense. He is a druid.
Yoshi cast the complete opposite of calm snakes.
There's a Yoshi
agitate snakes.
Yeah, 100% agitate snakes.
All right. Okay.
Yoshi will go next.
Yoshi
How
will
that
go
work?
next.
I guess Harbeck and Ludwig will work as one turn to.
Harbeck's gonna go twice. All right. So doesn't matter how you get through, as long as you get through. Okay. So we're
I'll
gonna
cast
go.
guts every time you try and jump over something to try and push you along.
Okay. All right. So Yoshi. So after the debacle with the snakes, you decide to take point. And there's a little river here, a little wet patch, and you decide to jump over it. From there, I'll have you roll whatever kind of check you think is appropriate and whatever you have proficiency in.
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna roll. Excuse me. I'm gonna roll acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Okay. So say that there's a long spindly tree run across here, but you have some rope. So you could attempt to run across, tie the rope to a branch to assist everybody else as they cross. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay.
And do you want me to roll it publicly or do you?
I would like you to roll it publicly, please.
Right. Yeah.
That's real good. So just as you're coming across this narrow bridge, you notice to your left there is a large swarm of mosquitoes. And so you're kind of at a fork. It's kind of like left mosquitoes, right no mosquitoes. But the right path is a lot smaller and a lot harder to traverse, but you manage to do it. And you tie your rope at the junction, and then you tie a rope there, and everybody else is able to come across and avoid that little tidbit. All right. Harbeck, it's you, buddy.
You got it.
All right.
So we'll just move everyone across here. I want to show our progress if we can. So we're all up here now. Sorry for moving you. I'm moving yous.
Okay.
Okay, so Harbeck, what are you using?
I am using athletics. Oh shit.
Athletics. Okay.
I'm using athletics to
That's perfect.
jump toward obviously sturdy pieces of ground such as drier looking logs and rocks.
So okay. So there's this large tree right here, if I may. There's this large tree right here.
Mm-hmm.
If you tied a rope around the top of it and were able to swing across and show everybody that it could in fact be done and actually get the length of the rope right and the timing of the jump and everything right, then you'll be good. All right. go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Oh!
You mistime it, and you fall into the water. Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Yee, because I'm wet.
Yeah, because you're wet.
I've dried him off with prestidigitation.
I'm wet and clueless.
All right. As you're floundering in the water, you don't see coming up behind you the bubbles. You don't see the eyes. You don't see the tail, and you don't see the teeth of the giant crocodile. The giant crocodile that is coming up behind you. Whoever is closest, roll me a perception check.
I mean, I'm on his back, right? That would be me.
So, for the sake of this, for the sake of this and your check, it wasn't so much that he was carrying you, but he was just like doing your share of the work. So he's still gonna have to go again after this, assuming things go well.
Not like the image I put in chat or in our Discord chat shows me pretty clearly carrying him. I don't know if that
Great.
became
I
canon
laughed.
when I
I saw
posted
that.
it.
I love it. I dropped one in the like main one in the Dungeons and Dragons chat.
Oh.
ChatGPT
That's
not do a
fucking
great
perfect. That is too perfect. That is way too perfect. The smile.
Artist love we got that smile on his face.
job. Yours is much better than mine.
Okay. Oh my god. Can't stop laughing.
All right, got it.
This is supposed to be serious.
Just as small as him.
This is supposed to be serious, guys. Anyways,
It gets
It's
serious.
like Orlando Bloom.
okay. Let's see. How do I add this guy? Want to help me out here for a second there, Dan? How do I add a token to the initiative order?
Click on the token and then hit Control U.
Thank you. It's 0. Apparently rolled a 0.
Oh, it doesn't roll. So if you now click on the token and you roll your initiative.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
if you open up your
Yep.
sheet for the token, it should put it in.
Yep. I'll make sure I have it selected. Initiative. So it's going. It gets a surprise round on you. So we'll start. We'll start on the next round. The first round, it's gonna use its death roll ability. So it's gonna make an attack against you, and it's gonna hit. Okay, for the uninitiated, how drowning usually works is you have the amount of minutes available to you as your constitution modifier +1. You are going to be rolling concentration checks to keep those minutes, to keep the breath in you. The crocodile is going to be trying to knock your breath out of you. Once you're out of those minutes, you have your constitution modifier amount of rounds +1, and then you will die, or at least you will become unconscious and will need to be revived. 5 rounds. This is a crocodile. It is tough. Yeah, you count as restrained and grappled, and you may attempt a DC 17 strength saving throw to tear yourself free of the crocodile's grasp at the start of your turn. It's also going to just do straight up damage to you as well.
Why not?
I think it was 2d10 plus 5, so I'll just roll 2d10. So it does 10 damage to you off the hop, just from the bite, just the bite. So it you don't see it, and you're floundering around, and it grabs you by the arm, and it starts rolling you, and you somersault into the water. Give me a Constitution save, please. Or sorry,
Where is
strength save. Sorry, strength save. Just
Ignore.
don't. Yeah, we're gonna ignore that.
Disadvantage?
No, not disadvantage, just regular. So strength save.
Oh.
Yeah, you fail. Yeah, death roll starts.
Brad not looking so hot right now, dog.
Attempt to roll these at the start of their turn. Start of the death roll. So DC 15. Okay, so DC 15 Constitution save to catch their breath. So we'll take your first roll on the Constitution save. We'll take the 22. You manage to feel the bite and instinctually pull in a breath. So you have minutes right now. Okay. So that was the crocodile's first surprise round. It surprised everyone, I think. Who was the closest? Who was the closest to Harbeck at the time? Other than
Judging
Harbeck.
by this, would be Yoshi, right?
So sorry. So I guess what's going on with the Ludwig Harbeck?
So it wasn't so much that he was like literally carrying you, but like through the difficult parts he was
It's like me.
helping you. And instead of you leading a check, it would be him instead. So this was the first of those checks. He's gonna have to do another one after this if he survives. So I could assume that you would be closest to him with that in mind. You wouldn't have been on his back as he's swinging across, but
I would have been like here, I think. Then.
yeah. Okay,
Like,
so
what,
give
platinum?
me a perception check, and we'll do it against the against its stealth. So you see it. So you get a round as well. You get a turn this round as well. Everyone else is surprised. So we'll fast forward to you. There. So you get around. You see it sneaking up on him. It does its turn, and then now it's your turn.
Eldritch Blast, bitch.
Yeah, you're good. Roll damage.
Nice. That's a lot of damage.
It's
That's
13.
nice. Did you add your +4? You add your agonizing blast? Remember we talked about that
Oh, that's
earlier?
right. Yeah. I did not, but so that would be.
Yeah. Was it you have a +4 to your charisma, right?
Yeah, let me add. Yeah.
Because I think it's just once though, right? Because it's just one blast.
Yeah, I think it's just once for crit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you do 13, 17 damage.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I need to get across here. Stupid crocodile.
It has an effect. It definitely has an effect. Jesus. Did y'all see that? Oh my god.
What?
We don't see anything.
This
past
croc
the
with
roll.
with your slightly improved perception roll, you can see this crocodile is extremely tough. So you said what? 17 points? So minus 17.
17 points of damage. Why are you add this in?
All right. Okay. All right. So Harbeck, it's now your turn, and I need another beer. So what are you doing? You can attempt a strength save You're restrained and
Yeah.
grappled. You're restrained and grappled, so you can make attacks against it, but they're with disadvantage. You can attempt a DC 17 strength save to try and rip yourself free.
Yeah,
But that would be the entirety of your turn. Pass or fail. That's the entirety of your turn.
I'm gonna have to try to do it.
Okay.
You can't attack him from the position you're in.
He can, but with disadvantage because he's restrained and grappled. So grappled makes his movement 0, and restrained makes his damage his attacks have disadvantage, and the enemies have advantage because basically it's got his fucking arm in it. All right, go ahead, shoot your shot.
Here we go. Oh God.
You're in it. All right. So the crocodile's going, and so this is you coming up for air, and you're going back under again. Roll me another Constitution save.
I didn't see his roll. Is that normal?
Yeah, I think he has 2 GMs selected.
Yeah. It was an 8.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of
It was
these
an 8 altogether.
Oops.
Yeah, you lost
What's
it.
happening?
You lost your breath. You have
What's
your
happening with
Constitution
people?
modifier plus 1 rounds of air. You basically, as it's pulling you through, it whips you. It whips you so hard that it knocks the air out of your lungs, and you're now actively drowning. 5 rounds. What happened to the music? Oh, there it is. Oh, this is a good one. Perfect timing. Okay. Yoshi, your turn, buddy. For anyone moving through the water, it counts as difficult terrain.
Yeah. I think what would be useful for Harbeck. I mean, I could willy-nilly fire an arrow and risk hitting Harbeck, and just to clarify, nobody's gonna talk to this guy in like 5 minutes, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, that fucking Asian guy shot me with an arrow." Like, oh, there's no way I'm calm. Like, that's not happening, right? Let's clear the air right now because I don't need
I
This
don't
is-
think that's how. I don't think.
This is a
yeah.
predator
Oh,
beast
but-
that is this is a pit bull that's decided it wants to kill something.
Oh, shit. Hell with me for creating a character that only knows how to kill and or maim with no other abilities. So I'm gonna think outside the box. I'm gonna fire an arrow at that
All right.
bastard.
Here, let's see it. You pull your arrow back and you let it go just as it's in the middle of its roll, and just underneath it's just like you can see the armor plates, and then just right there, like if you were if you're a little bit up, it would have just went ding, but you just found the gap. Roll damage.
Whoa.
All right. Okay. And that's it. You still have your bonus action, I believe.
Yeah, I guess bonus action. I'm just gonna move a little bit closer to the water line.
Okay. Try and get a better vantage
And
point.
then say something cool. Yeah, say something cool like, "I'm going to make boots."
Gator skin boots. I'm here for that. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's no like ethic quandaries about like gator skin and our fancy D&D world, so like no
Yeah,
one's gonna shit on me
fine.
for that. Like,
There's like actual
like
lizard
D&D
lizard
people
men,
don't
so
get me.
there's like actual lizard
Oh, shit.
people, so you might
Yeah,
offend
shit,
them,
right.
maybe, possibly. All right.
Life already gave them a bad hand. Boots ain't gonna piss them off that much.
So Thury, you see your friend disappear under the water in a field of bubbles and splashing and struggling. What do you do?
What are my... So how does it... Wild shape is an action?
For you, I believe so. Yes, because you're a shepherd druid. It's an action. It's moon druids. That's
So
a
I
bonus
can't-
action.
So I can't attack.
If you
if I
wild
want
shape this turn, yes, you cannot attack.
Okay, in that case, I am going to bear totem on top of Harbeck.
Bear totem.
And
All right.
give him some extra hit points. And then I'm going to wild shape into an alligator.
So just so you know, drowning isn't cumulative damage. Drowning is you're dead or you're not.
Right. Yeah. No, that's.
So
I mean, he's still
so you're-
taking a boatload of damage. right.
So once it's grabbed a hold of him, yes. But you do also have your hawk spirit, which would give everybody advantage on your attacks. Not everybody. It would give one person advantage on attacks.
No, I've never used that one before, so I'm not
That's
sure
the
how
only
it-
reason I mentioned it. The only reason I mentioned it, like it's I know what it's like to get, this is what you go to, right? But in this situation, I don't think the bear spirit is going to be useful.
Right. Yeah, because it doesn't actually help.
Yeah, the only way it's going to be useful is if he breaks free. And if he breaks free, it's no longer an issue, right?
When a creature makes an attack roll against a target in the spirit's aura, you can use your reaction to grant advantage to the attack roll. So that negates the disadvantage he is currently in, or does that just bring it back up to normal damage?
It would bring him back up to normal if you used it for him.
Yeah. All right. So let's do that. Let's do Hawk Spirit here.
hmm
Oh, that's a big Hawk Spirit.
So can you put it in the? Did you put it in the chat? Can you put it in the chat for us, please?
Yeah. 1 second.
Can everybody see the aura?
Yeah.
Okay, there. Fix that last session. Yeah, if you want to just pop, there it is.
And then I want to Gator mode. Gator mode activate.
So you can use, use your reaction. Okay. You're going Gator, you're going in after him?
Yeah.
100%. Let's do it.
Gator mode activate. How do I get Gator mode?
Should be
Hold on.
wild shape table. Is this fucking API broken again? God damn it.
Do I just drag the...
Yeah, hold on a second. Check to see how many wild shapes you got.
I got 2 wild shapes.
You got 2 wild shapes. I have rebooted this. Oh yeah. Sandbox died again. Here, let's see if we can get it.
You have a second window with the
Yeah.
the sandbox.
Yeah, it was faulted. I think. Oh, God. I have.
I can just drag my little token on there, can't I?
Yeah, we could do that too if it's a problem. Wild shape. There, it seems to be. There it goes. All right,
Yeah.
you're a crocodile.
Fuck you, son.
So
I'm gonna go
because you're in the water with him, because you're basically the same form as him, I'll give you advantage on your attacks next turn.
Nice.
Okay.
Win.
Because I think that's
Alright.
Fair.
Yeah, I think that's fair. He's occupied with someone else, and I'm gonna come and tear his fucking legs off.
Bingo. Yeah, multiple reasons. If I could, you keep your mental acuities, so does that keep your elven accuracy? Crocodiles use strength for their modifier, I believe, but you keep your mental acuities and you're at the same level as it. You can see it, not just above the water, but below the water as well. It's not hiding because it's barrel rolling, because it's gator rolling. Yeah, you'll definitely have advantage. You might have elven accuracy. Let me think about it.
That's fair.
Because I think you would. Yeah, I'll think about it. Okay, Ludwig, you're up.
I'm gonna we just coming in blasting.
Blasting.
Just
Regular
coming in blast.
Regular blast or I guess twin.
Eldritch style. Yeah, twin
Eldritch
can't work for
style.
that. Can't.
Yep.
Yeah,
I guess yeah. Twin. You can't hit the same target twice, can you?
No.
Okay.
Also,
You could
Claw's
quicken.
dagger. So if I'm just wondering. So
It's
if I
yeah,
were to
it's
hit here,
yeah.
that wouldn't hit hard back in the front of the gator, right? Because it's the back five.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Well, I didn't expect to be able to abuse this right away. If I twinned it, if I did it here and here, like the bottom two.
Yep. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
Okay, so I am going to cloud up motherfucking dagger. Pew, pew, pew.
Okay.
Oh, actually, who did that?
Yeah, who did that? How'd you do that? It's
Built
awesome.
into Discord.
Built into Discord.
That's 6, and then how many of that? 7, 8. 12 points. I think it's 8 with twinned. Oh, it's fucking 9. That's a lot of fucking spell points.
9 spell points?
But I have to use the spell points for it twice, right? One for each spell.
No.
And
So
then
it's a
no,
level
so I
2
just use 3.
level 2
So I
spell.
use
So
the 3 spell. So 3.
3
and
spell
then-
points. And then 2 more or 3 more for twin. I think it's 2 plus. I think
You go
it's
to the spells levels. Yeah, spells. So 2. So it's 5 then.
5 then. Yep. Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna double down on that.
All right.
I don't know why it gives the spell save because it's just a straight up hit.
Yeah, that's not a. Yeah, there's no save. Yep.
There's no save, so it's 44 times 2.
Okay. So you're casting it under the water, like where it is, or like half in, half out kind of situation. Like what are we talking here?
They're staggered.
Staggered. Okay. Yep.
I'm hitting this croc twice.
Because it's rolling this way. Because it's rolling this way. Okay. Yep. I get you. Yep. Got you. Okay. 100%. Roll me
So
some.
is Cloud of Daggers
Roll me
gonna fuck
8.
up when I go in there?
If you get close enough to them.
If you move into the Cloud of Daggers square, I'll mark the squares here in a second.
Yes, please do.
So first one. 11.
11.
Yeah. 11 and 10, so it's a total of 21 damage.
21 damage. Okay.
I'm gonna mark those squares here.
Okay. So as the gator is coming up through its roll, you concentrate and everyone can see you swirling, and these dark purple kind of daggers. You can just see them like splashing in and out. And as the gator hits it, You can see it draw blood, but only when it hits the bottom side of it. Almost as if half of the creature wasn't affected by the daggers. Still very good. Still a very good play. Definitely a very good play.
So I noticed that it's only like on the underside, like the underbelly of the gator that it hurts.
Yeah.
Now is the gator rolling?
Gator is rolling. So as it's coming up, it's getting it, but not when the armor hits it. Not through its armor. Make sense?
100%.
Okay, good.
It is only hit the damage it does to the bottom. Try and get its belly. I just turned into fat bastard there.
All right.
Get out of my swamp.
Harbeck, you're up. So your options are attacking, one-handed, regular, if you use up the Hawk Spirit, or trying to rip yourself free again.
I'm gonna try to rip myself free again.
All right. Let's see a strength save. DC is 17. Oh, buddy.
I rolled a 5. In how many rolls?
4 turns. 4 turns remaining. All right. It is the giant crocodile's turn.
Now he does take damage on his turn as well.
So, okay. This is one thing I forgot to talk about earlier. We looked at this, and I think it was the.
Oh, that's right. So he shouldn't have taken it initially.
He should have
takes
taken
on
it.
his turn.
He takes it on his turn.
Now is when he would take it.
Now is when he takes it.
So it's debate.
I know.
I'm not going to debate it.
Yeah,
but
I know.
these are
It's somewhat ambiguous wording.
It's one of those fucking weird spells.
It is one of the weirdest spells, so it can be the best spell or it can be the worst spell depending on how people interpret it. And a spell for the first time on a turn, or I think the key word there is or starts its turn there. So it hasn't entered it. You casted it on it. It's taken the damage now. So I didn't anticipate that it would need to move. So I don't know if I have something set up for it. I think... I think it would lash out with its tail and try to hit Thury. Does a 15 hit? Thury?
You have the Crocs AC too. You're muted.
Am I not muted anymore?
Yeah, you're good now.
You go.
Crocs armor class 12. So yes, I guess it's.
So it hits. Okay. 11 bludgeoning damage. So as you're swimming towards it, you whack. You get a tail to the face as it's swimming. And I believe.
11?
Yeah, its bite is occupied, so that's the yeah.
Ow.
Okay, Harbeck, you get another chance on your con save, DC 15.
Yeah.
20. Okay. You manage to catch as you come through. You catch your breath, so you're back to minutes. You're back to minutes of drowning. instead of seconds. And the next time that you attempt to do this save, you will have advantage. Remind me. Okay. Yoshi.
Okay. Oh. I can still move myself because I moved to the edge of the water to get a better vantage point. I just forgot to move my token last time.
Yeah, no problem.
Just gonna follow through. I'm gonna loose another arrow at the crocodile, not to accidentally fire one at 3.
Sounds good.
Okay. It's a one-trick pony, but I'll be goddamned if he's not effective.
Not this time.
No.
What's my stance on critical fails? Yeah.
Arrow fires backwards into his own shoulder. He Elmer Fuds it, like he holds the bow the wrong way.
The bow explodes. No. No. No extra consequences this time. I have mixed feelings about critical failures in combat. I have mixed feelings. So for now, you just miss, and that arrow is irrecoverable. You lose one off your stack. One off your stack until your next long rest. Cannot recover until then.
Okay. Taking that off.
Okay.
And...
30, you're up. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you still had a bonus action. My bad.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't loose another arrow for a bonus action, correct?
No, you cannot. Takes 2 hands.
Yeah, it does.
You could do your fighting spirit if you really wanted to, though, which would give you advantage on your next 2 attacks.
Yeah.
But nobody's used the hawk spirit yet either, so
we've determined that this crocodile is tough. He's a big bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be able to use 1 fighting spirit to prep my next 2 with advantage, and also activate my action surge to take another attempt.
One or the other.
Alright, I'm just gonna use my fighting spirit as my bonus action, just so that
Okay.
I have advantage on the next inevitable
attacks.
volleys.
Next 2 attacks, yeah. So remember that, because I probably won't.
Yeah, I'm marking it down here.
All right, perfect. Okay. All right, 30, you're up.
Well, I'm a fucking crocodile, and I pretty much know one thing. So if I go into the, can I attack him from outside the cloud of daggers? Probably not, right?
I just want to say this song is called The Bog, so I'm just gonna turn it up just a little bit. I feel like it's appropriate. Sorry. Yeah, you can attack him from outside the cloud of daggers.
In that case, I'm gonna just swing for the fences and bite this bitch.
All right, give me an attack. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's kill him. Watch me roll a 1. Nope.
Wow.
Nice. 19, baby.
Very.
Hardback, I'm coming for you, dog.
Very good. 1 off of max damage. Well done, sir. Well done. So that's, yeah.
Gotta save my buddy. He's drowning.
He's
He may not be getting eaten.
Sorry, 3 off max damage. So 19 damage. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, one off because he got a +2 to strength. He rolled 7 on the first D10. Very nice. Very nice damage, sir. So
I'm gonna swim up from underneath him and grab him in the belly.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you catch a chunk of his shoulder and his arm at that moment in time. All right.
This also says the target is grappled, escape DC 12 until this grapple ends. The target is restrained and the crocodile can't bite another target.
So that would effectively end the death roll.
Ooh. Hmm.
Fucking A.
Yeah, I guess it would, wouldn't it? Okay, so and the crocodile can't bite another target. Yeah, because he's rolling, and you bite into him, so you
That's
effectively
kinda
stop
dumb.
the roll. Yeah. Yeah. Until until this grapple
Crocodile.
ends, the target is restrained, and the crocodile can't bite another target. Well
So
done, sir.
the crocodile being 30 though, in this case. The one that
Yeah,
can't
so
fight
I
it.
can't attack again.
So the death roll.
rolling
So
now.
I think what happens here is the death roll.
Yeah.
Like this is just me spitballing and shut
Yep.
me up if you need.
Yeah.
Like the death roll can be done, but he could still be grappled and restrained in the bite. Of
Well,
the
the thing is when you're death rolling, you're rolling something at the edge of your at the edge of your leverage. But when something comes in the side, like for him to continue the death roll, he would also have to flip 30 crocodile form,
Yeah,
which
but
has the
I'm
same
what I'm
mass as
thinking
he does.
is, like bite. Bite
Exactly.
could still happen. Roll could.
Yeah. Okay. So what we'll do is then.
Sorry, that's
Okay,
my DM
yep.
brain.
Yep. No, 100%. No, 100%. I like where your head's at. So next turn, as long as this grapple lasts, Harbeck, you have advantage on your strength save to break yourself free. Sound good? Sound good?
Sounds
Okay,
good.
we good? All right, let's do it. Okay, Ludwig, you're up.
Like coming blasting.
Oh,
Crit.
oh man!
Motherfucking
Yeah.
crit.
Let's do it. Oh man! Don't forget to add your
13 plus
+4. Add your
13.
+4. So 17 again.
Yeah, I for some reason it's not letting me add from compendium. It's saying it's blocked in this game. So yeah.
Because
So,
you're
yes.
here. Hold on. Easy enough. All we do. Boom. Damage. Charisma. Boom. Done. There. Done.
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
We'll just port the text in after whenever we get a chance. Okay. Harbeck, your turn. You've noticed that the gator's grip is still strong, but there's no momentum behind it. You think this is probably your best shot to get through.
You win, Harbeck.
I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again, aren't I? Alright, and with advantage. Holy dumb
Are you
fuck.
rolling strength or are you rolling a strength save?
That's strength. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. The teeth are sunk in deep and you're not sure how you're gonna get out of this. It's the crocodile's turn. Roll a con save to see if you maintain your breath with advantage.
Croc's
advantage.
gotta take its Croc's gotta take its lumps.
Yep. Yeah, it will. Misses the con save. Back to drowning. Okay, roll me. Is it the same damage or roll me more? Yeah, roll me more.
It's
14.
actually,
Woohoo! That's nice. That's the first one.
yeah, give me a sec. Where's my fucking eggs here? I think I'm rolling along that dice for it.
Yep.
No, I'm not. It's only double 2.
Wow. 24?
Yeah.
It's seriously hurt from that. It felt that one. It felt that one for sure. And it's gonna attempt to move its roll. It's gonna attempt to move itself. So
It's grappled and restrained, isn't it? Or did it break?
oh
out?
yeah, that's right, it's grappled and restrained, it can't move. Fucking never mind. It's not gonna do that. It's gonna go for a tail whip again, because that's all it can do. This is 26 hit.
who you had attacking.
12 bludgeoning damage
Against my croc,
against your croc.
in which case my croc disappears.
Okay. So it's, yeah, as you're latched onto its front tail, it like contorts itself and absolutely thumps you with it on the top of your head with its tail, and you feel your mythical skull crack, and then all of a sudden you're and you're 30 and you're in the water. So there was 4 carryover. So you're at 39. I got you.
Thanks, dog.
Okay. Yoshi, you're up.
How cool would it look if Yoshi just jumped into the water and stabbed it?
Pretty
cool.
Good.
Pretty cool, yeah. Pretty irresponsible.
So you're going for a stab instead of a slash?
Very
Can't
good
slash
question.
underwater, so stab is where it's at.
Technically, the slash would be in the air as he's coming down. The part of the crocodile that's still like above water, or this is all happening beneath?
It's been like, it's just a flurry. There's fucking rotating daggers, there's tails whipping, there's, you can see Harbeck struggling and struggling and struggling, and he can't get himself out. If you go for a stab, it will be a lower damage die, whatever you use.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. But that may be advantageous to you. You may have also noticed how the daggers haven't had the same effect that you would expect them to on a normal unarmored beast. You may have noticed.
I'd also have the concern that if I were to stab and my sword is now stuck inside of a crocodile that is on a consistent locomotion of just flailing around, I might fall off and also be in the water after that point, and then it's just the world's worst pool party kind of thing. So, you know what? I forgot I should have advantage because of my
Yes.
fighting spirit.
That's fine regardless. So yeah, use your fighting spirit. Yeah, that's just see if you get a nat 20. Roll again, just see if you get a nat 20.
Restrained actually grants advantage.
What's that, sorry?
Restrained would attacks done while restrained, like on a creature.
All right.
But he's technically not restrained anymore, right? Because I'm no longer.
Oh yeah, you're not. Yeah.
That's right. And you do have
Also,
the
I
hawks.
accidentally rolled katana.
That's fine. Oh, sorry. Are you going for Yumi or are you going for Katana?
Yumi, I went to go roll the second one to see if I would get the crit.
It's fine.
and
It hits regardless. So roll damage on the first one. Roll damage on the Yumi. 11 piercing. This thing is covered in slashes. It is covered like it sticks right into its neck, and it's right underneath, and it starts to the water becomes red. This thing is on the brink.
Well, I'm gonna activate my action surge. And
You can throw a Yumi as a bonus action. You can throw a second Yumi as a bonus action because they're light and one-handed.
Kunai, you mean?
Or kunai, yes, sorry. Sorry, Yumi is Yumi is your bow. Sorry.
My bow.
That's your bow.
I could
Okay.
just throw the bow at him. Take that, you silly gator! Get out of here!
So there are 1, 2, 3 people between you and its turn. Just so you know.
Yeah. I'll actually go and use the bonus. I'll throw the kunai. In this, would this still qualify for like my
So
second
okay,
attack
sorry,
that has
sorry.
advantage?
I got confused. I
Yeah.
mistake Yumi for
Okay,
kunai.
yeah,
I
yeah,
thought you were
yeah.
throwing one axe and then throwing another. Sorry, I can't let you longbow and then do a hand axe.
Yeah.
The French and the British, they would just take exception to it. I can't do that. No Age of Empire
it's
fans
already
here.
pretty low.
Yeah, you've done some
already...
you've done some serious damage to it.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to bonus action. I'm just gonna move a little bit closer to the edge of the water line here, and that'll be. Yoshi's done his part.
Yoshi's done his part. Okay, sounds good. 30. You are in the water with a crocodile and your best friend drowning next to it. He's not here. Didn't even look at the camera. I'm gonna grab another beer.
I disappeared earlier. It's because my dog decided to spontaneously express her anal glands all over the couch.
That's super fun.
Nice.
That's super fun.
Yeah.
I just love that. That's rough. That's rough, man. Cause yeah, is she fully fixed?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we just had her at the vet for. She got heat stroke, and we had them
Ooh.
check her anal glands because she was having she was giving them a lot of attention, and they said no, they're fine, they're expressing and everything, and they were empty. So, I think she just either gets overly excited or if she's asleep and has a bad dream. She's done it twice in the year and a half that we've had her.
Yeah. So was it like so for us with Sadie, she would occasionally, like when she was a puppy, right after we got her fixed, she would I don't know if it was really expressing, but it was just liquid, and it would only ever be on the and there was no scent to it or anything. It wasn't bad. It was just a wet spot would be on her bed in the morning.
That's all this was.
That's all this was. Okay.
It was a light greasing.
Light greasing. It might get better.
But it was on the couch.
Light anal greasing.
Light anal
I can
greasing.
handle it. I can handle it twice every year and a half.
Yeah, that's like, because we put her on the medication that the vet recommended, and she it made her very angry. And I was just like, no, no. It was hormone treatments, right? Like, if I pumped y'all with estrogen, you'd be pissed off too. So makes sense.
Yeah.
30. It's you, buddy.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes, it is. So
Right.
it's this thing is in extremely rough shape.
Am I close enough to provoke an
If you move,
opportunity
if you move, it will be an opportunity attack. Yes.
But can I shoot my bow from the water?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Disadvantage at best. Like, ugh.
Well,
Like
I
underwater,
said
drawing a
Baldwin
bow.
too, right?
You have your shillelagh. You have your
How
shillelagh.
deep is the water? Would we I would know at this point.
I would say it's dense, but I would say it's a good 6 to 8 feet roughly.
And I'm gonna move back to solid ground and provoke an opportunity attack.
Okay, it's gonna be his tail again, which he's had great success with, but not this time. 11.
I'm back up armor class 16 now as
Yep.
Turi.
That's Thuri. Yeah.
Turi.
Belly of the beast.
So
It's appropriate.
I'm going to use my own fucking hawk totem because no one else has. And I'm going to druidic longbow this dude with. Do I get elven accuracy?
You do, in fact, yes.
And I have sharpshooter on.
So
Do I
this
need
thing is
sharpshooter on?
This thing is exceptionally hurt. You
Yeah.
know that you don't need a headshot. You don't need to shoot this thing in the eye for it to die.
Yeah, I'm gonna take sharpshooter off, and
Alright.
I'm just gonna fucking go elven accuracy. Yeah.
14 just hits. Go ahead and roll damage. What's your modifier? +4? Okay.
Modifier.
How do you want to do this? Doesn't roll damage just to see, but how do you want to do this?
Ow, a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's more than enough with plenty to spare. How do you want to do this?
So, man, he's in the water, which makes it difficult. But I'm gonna say that Thuri crawls out of the bog and quickly kind of like spins on his feet to like stand up and face the water. And as he does so, he can see that the crocodile like opens its mouth to reposition, and Thuri has just enough time to let an arrow fly, and it goes through the top of the alligator's jaw, through his brain, and sticks out the back of his head.
And he rolls over and does not move. Let's go of your friend. Does not move. This water is fairly deep, Harbeck. You should probably try and get out of here. It's deeper than you, anyways. All right. Good job, fellas. How do we feel about that? That was exciting, I think.
Yeah, I think that was great.
Okay.
Kind of like these like faster, like
rapid fire. Active. Yeah, it's like so. I took basically I kind of blended a skill challenge and blended it with combat a little bit. Cool. There's still one left, and hey, guess what, Harbeck? You got to do that one too.
You got this, bruh.
Harbeck.
So, what does Harbeck look like when he gets out of the water?
Is he jumping across? I dry him immediately after he gets out of the water.
Yeah.
You see, I told you, Harbeck, I would dry you if you fall in water. I mean, I keep it prone.
I assume I would get out on the side where we're headed.
Yep. So you're gonna toss the rope back, pick up the rope as you go and toss it back to the guys. Okay.
Nah, man, just swing that gator's body around and use him as a bridge.
Yeah. What advice do you give the guys as you swing it back?
The bridge.
Stay dry.
Words of wisdom.
What you complain about? You are dry now. I dry you off.
All right. So, Harbeck, you got to go again for Ludwig. So,
feeling I'm just forced you to make these rolls for me.
I think we did it pretty fair. All right. So what skill do you want to use to try and finish navigating through this swamp?
Still athletics.
I will say probably. Do you have anything else that you can use?
I could do survival.
Yeah, let's try that
or
instead.
Nature.
Yeah, any of those. Let's just say you can't use the same one twice. I'll just say you can't use the same one twice.
Here we go.
Okay. So although he is dry, he is rattled. And as he crosses, as you all you all jump across. Okay, so Hawk Totem, boop, boop, Hawk Tua is done. There we go. Oh yeah, Faldron. We totally forgot to go for Faldron. He's just chilling. He's just chilling, being a good boy. He's just being a good boy. So as you're going across, you're kind of rattled. That scared you a little bit. You almost fulfilled your oath to a bog crocodile. That doesn't quite seem fitting for you and your, if you're gonna go down, you want it to be a little bit more epic than, yeah, he died and he drowned in a swamp. And as you're thinking about that, you walk under some trees. And you don't know.
You gotta stop doing that shit, man.
And you don't notice. You don't notice. You're a little preoccupied. But you don't notice. Sorry. You don't notice the wasp nests that are immediately above you. And you're not being quiet, you're not being discreet. Because, like I said, you're a little bit occupied. And you let's see here.
Be back in 2 seconds, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So as you're walking through, roll me a perception check as well.
At least my eyes are open. That's better than I've been rolling.
Yeah, meets it, beats it. At the last second, you hear the buzzing. And you manage to jump back. Okay. Wasps. I just gotta roll initiative for these guys. Okay, so we're gonna start. They don't get a surprise round, so we're gonna start at the top of the round. We're gonna start with Yoshi. So Yoshi, you see Harbeck kind of shaking his head and just walking and just kind of like way ahead of everybody else. And then all of a sudden you hear zzz, and you see something. You see basically a swarm of wasps surround him. What do you do?
And Yoshi's ill-equipped for the old swamp. Jeez, holy moly. It's like twice now there's just been groups of enemies that are just clusters of other enemies as opposed to like his singular target focused attacks. How's Harbeck doing on the old health front after that whole,
He doesn't look
surprisingly enough, not bad.
He doesn't look too bad. He
only has the amount of health of a regular character now. Down to normal amounts of health.
Down to warlock amounts of health, if we're going to be real nitty-gritty with it.
He's on the other side of the water, like he's on a separate little...
Yeah, he kind of like waded ahead, like just like tried to shake it off and was like, oh, I'm fine, and then carried on. What do you think? I gotta pee again. Ah, man. Oh
You broke
man.
the seal, man. You broke the seal.
I know.
Don't worry, I did that too.
I've been cutting back.
I'm gonna put this to the room. What do y'all think best course of action would be for our singular focus samurai?
Not sure what abilities you have.
Yeah, I don't know what you can do.
Bow, sword, and throw sharp thing.
So
like two.
Mild misogyny.
So real talk. If you were facing a swarm of bees, would you grab a bow and try to shoot them?
No, so yeah, this is the impasse that I find myself at.
I have a cantrip called Gust.
Are either the healing potion or the potion of resistance flammable?
Do we have any aerosol?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna look up the ingredients.
I have a torch.
well, okay. This I may regret this question because you're a fungal microbiologist. But is there a kind of mushroom that is flammable?
Yeah.
Inherently flammable in its natural state?
There's a mushroom literally called tinder fungus that they used to use to start fires back in the day. So I don't know if you consider that as flammable or not.
Well, I would.
Technically, it does burn.
I would consider that flammable.
I'm gonna say Yoshi's gonna cross the gap onto the other side where Harbeck is.
Okay.
And I mean, I could like roll for acrobatics to see if he gets across.
We're just gonna count it as difficult terrain. So let's So if you got your swords out, you get your extra movement, right?
Yeah, I don't. So I'm gonna plan it. I'm gonna audibly say what my plan would be. Instead of just flying by the seat of my pants and letting it be a fun surprise for everybody. I want to go over there and I want to pull my torch out.
Pull your torch out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. In your main hand or your offhand?
Probably make more. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna put out a bunch of flipping wasps like a ding dong. You know, I'm gonna put the torch in my main hand.
All right.
And swing wildly with reckless abandon, making sure not to set her back on fire.
All right.
So she's there, and torch. So yeah, I guess I'll swing at one of the groups of wasps with my torch in my main hand.
Okay. I'm gonna count this as an AOE attack. So go ahead and roll with your.
What do you want
strength modifier, I guess. Yeah, strength modifier.
Okay.
I believe that's what it is. Raw. I could be wrong.
Improvised weapon?
Yeah. Yeah. Is a torch an improvised weapon? Yeah. Yeah, we could. Yeah.
I think so.
That should be strength modifier regardless. Let's see. Let's just see if we can just straight up import a torch. See if it works. Did not work. My God, this game. I think yeah, roll with your strength modifier. I'm pretty sure that's what it would be. Yeah, we'll take the 18.
Um,
We'll pretend that was just a regular strength roll, and we'll definitely take the
Okay.
18 plus 1, 19. Yeah, that hits. Roll 1d4 plus 1 fire damage.
1d4.
Well, it's not nothing. It's not nothing.
Plus 1. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh man.
I had a good idea, and then the
That
universe
no,
shit on me. So.
that honestly is a probably a better idea than anything else you could have done. To be entirely honest with you,
Yeah. Now I just,
you can't be
I've
good at
lit
everything.
myself on fire. But the blaze of Yoshi being on fire after his failed attempt, it scares them more. You know, he's a living torch now. He's on a blaze.
All right. Okay. Did they roll exactly the same? That's crazy. They rolled exactly the same hit points through entirely different means. Cool. Okay. Yeah. You could, you know what? Because you still have your fighting spirit up, technically, give me another roll just to see if you crit.
Or D4?
No, sorry, another attack roll.
Or another strength.
Another, yeah, just a d20. Just a d20. Let's see if you crit. Nope. Okay.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, you do.
Oh.
Which one did you hit exactly?
The one above her back.
Okay. What the fuck?
Worst case, this just diverts one of the two groups towards Yoshi.
That's probably okay. Can we get rid of that? Your line is kind of messing me up, actually, Ludwig. Can we get rid of that?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know it was there.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry. I couldn't actually select. I couldn't select it because I kept clicking on the line. Okay. Yeah, you swing. You swing your torch and it hits. It hits 2 wasps out of like roughly 30. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's good. It's progress. Just another 15 turns of that, you'll have a beat.
Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. You know, divide and conquer and all that shit.
30. How you doing, bud? Your turn.
Doing all right.
Please do better than me. Please.
Trying to decide. How much life is Harback and Yoshi at?
Yoshi looks perfectly fine. Harbeck is bleeding from his arm. Like roughly about a quarter. He's probably lost
Harback
about.
still has rage though, right? Like
Harbeck does
rage up.
have rage, and he hasn't had a chance to go yet though, because he rolled pretty low on his initiative the first go. Since we decided to keep that.
Right. Trying to think. Well, I can finally use Quirion because they're in the sky.
Okay.
So can I drop Quirion into this game?
Yep. Drop her in. I will add her to the initiative order because she goes on her own. Let's just see.
What is Moonbeam?
Okay, so Corian's an 8, so Corian's gonna go after Harbeck does.
Okay.
What are all these rolls?
What is with all this area of effect damage?
What do you mean?
Well, so I'm looking at this moonbeam, and it's a new spell that I have, and it says, for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there within the cone.
Yep.
It is engulfed in the ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on failed save, or half as much damage as a successful one.
On a cone, a cone or a cylinder?
A cylinder. Sorry.
Cylinder. Okay. Yeah. Geez, that seems. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's good, but I think Hardback's gonna take it in the teeth.
No, because it's so. What's the radius on the cylinder? It's not a cone. 5-foot radius. So you. So far, the wasps haven't swarmed him yet. They're off to the sides.
Okay, but I can only hit one. I guess.
One's better than none.
True. Alright, let's
I
do it.
love getting attacked by half as many wasps.
I got you, bro. Let's send it. We'll see what happens.
All right. You want to link it, please, just so I can also read it.
Cancel. Hold on. Working.
There it is.
There. Level 2, I guess.
Yeah.
I only submit, baby. How you doing?
So it's a DC 14 con save. Which one are you doing?
Let's do the top one.
Top one. Okay.
Draw.
Just give me a second.
Draw an ellipsis.
Half as much. Yeah. Draw an ellipsis. Can you move it? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
And it's concentration, right?
Yeah.
So remember our rule, if you remember your concentration checks before I do, then you get advantage on them.
Yeah.
Just in case.
When do I have to do that? At the beginning of my turn?
If you get hit.
Right. Got it.
And the DC is 10 unless you take over 20 damage. Okay, it's 12 radiant damage, and it's a con save, you said?
Yeah. Ouch, that's a good roll.
Yeah, so they take...
Half that.
So you pull your energy together, and you bring the cylinder down. And you can see half of the swarm move outside of it, but the half that stays inside is obliterated. Just poof, as if that this was their kryptonite.
Mike and kryptonite.
Sorry, not half, not half. The third of the swarm that stayed inside was just scattered to dust. And you still have a bonus action, I think.
I mean, I kind of don't want to send Faldron into a swarm of wasps. Feels bad. I don't have any spirit totems left.
If you send him into the swarm of wasps, he'll probably express his anal glands out of stress.
Yeah, we're trying to keep his anal glands unexpressed.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't think there's much else for me to do, is there?
All right. Nope. Just checking. All right. If that's your turn, Ludwig, you are up, and it's gonna be the wasp and then Harbeck.
Right. I am going to. Which was the one that you attacked? That 30 attacked?
The top one.
Oh, okay. Use gust, I think.
Can you post that in the chat?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. My thought. Yeah, I'll explain my thought to it as well. It's like I want to try and disperse this swarm of bees It's a medium or smaller creature that pushes it.
Push 5 feet away.
5 feet away.
5 feet
essentially.
away. 5 feet away from you.
Yeah. Away, like even this way is still away from me though.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. All right. Sorry. Yep. I was thinking that it had to be like right around you.
Like next to me kind of thing. Yeah.
What's the range? The range is 30 feet. Yeah. So the range would be 5 feet if that was the case. Okay. Yep. Yep. Sure. I will say.
Because that would just move the whole swarm though, wouldn't it?
Yes. One medium or smaller creature. Strength saving throw. Last air. One object. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, 5 pounds of bees is a lot of fucking bees. So that's a lot of fucking
A lot of
bees.
honey, though.
That's a lot of honey.
Like it wouldn't do like I mean, I guess could I use it as like a small blast of air?
Yes.
Try and disperse them.
So
I don't know if that is something we can.
and
If not, that's cool. I get it.
no, I think it works. I think it works, but I think you
Like
can do. I think there's things that you can do that are better at the moment. I think maybe once it's on top of somebody, that's a great idea. But as it stands, it
All
goes
right,
next.
fuck it. Cloud of Daggers.
Cloud of Daggers. All right.
My favorite fucking spell in this game, apparently.
Apparently. So okay. So just so you know. So which one is it? That one. He's going next, so he will be able to move, and he will be able to move into Harbeck's space. So you might only get one shot at this. Just so you know, unless you reposition and somehow gust of wind him into there. Just so you know.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yep, I actually that gave me a really good plan for my next turn if it makes it that far.
Okay.
So yeah, I am going to drop a Cloud of Daggers on that
All right.
motherfucker.
Sounds good.
You know what? I'm gonna twin it.
Let's see it. Burn through those spell points. Just burn through them. What could possibly happen? I don't know. We'll find out. You gonna twin it?
No, I'm not gonna twin it.
Just
I'm
as
using
like
my
an
warlock.
anecdote.
I'm using my. See, I always warlock is my favorite class, and I'm using my warlock brain.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just gonna do this single spell.
So you can still use your warlock spell slots to farm
I know,
spell
but
points.
that's for like my level 1 spells.
Yes, so you could convert your warlock level 1 spells into 3 spell points. I'm fine with that if you have one left over. Just so you know, I'm fine with that. Because like the whole point of spell points is to make it easier, so there's no point in putting extra restriction on top of that, right? It's meant to be easier. So
yeah, I mean I've got one level 1 spell slot.
Yep. Okay. And yeah, this is level 2. You said.
Because I'm a level 1 warlock, level 3 sorcerer, right? So yeah, so Cloud of Daggers.
Cloud of Daggers. Okay. Okay, how do I describe this? $10. That's for the first one. So are you just doing one?
I'm just doing one. Yeah, I'm not.
Okay. Give me a perception check, please. Just for free. Just a freebie. This is a freebie. Hit or miss.
13.
Okay. It seems effective. It seems about as effective as you'd expect it to be.
Cool.
All right. Okay. It is that particular swarm of wasps. Who did that? Turn, and they move on to Harbeck. And they are going to. Oops.
Don't they start their turn with a cloud of daggers though and take damage though?
No. So just because they were going next, we ad-libbed it now. It's funner to do the damage on the player's turn than it is to do on the creature's turn. But if something was able to intercede and move them somehow, then we would have to friendly game it.
Right. Fair enough.
Actually, I am also gonna.
Oh yeah, you have a bonus action.
Well, I've also got movement.
You have movement? Okay.
I haven't moved.
Okay.
This is difficult terrain over here, like over the bog.
Over the bog, yeah. Over the bog is difficult terrain.
Five. Does that give me 15 right there? Or are we do diagonal or?
Sorry, where are you trying to go? There. Okay.
We started here, trying to get here.
Okay. Let's just do straight. Yeah, that's fine. If you're trying to go there, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, that's me.
Yep, that's fine. No problem there. You could even go.
That's where I want to go.
That's where you want. That's where you want to go. Okay, sure, perfect.
Because if that's difficult terrain, what I get 10 feet of difficult terrain, 15 feet of difficult terrain. So really, that caps my movement at 20.
Yeah, I would cap. I would say 10 feet. I would say the first 5 feet. The first 5 feet is normal, and then 10 feet. So yeah, I would say you'd get 25 feet altogether. I think. Let's see. So yeah, 10. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say you get 20 feet. Yeah, you get 20 feet. Okay. All right. So, does a 12 doesn't hit, does it, Harbeck? Well, is this flanking? I think this is flanking. I think the 23 works because you have a swarm of bees on your left and the swarm of bees on your right, and these ones are advancing towards you. So I think that that's fine because we play with flanking rules the other way too.
I think the idea that I'm dodging wasps in a cloud of wasps is also preposterous. Preposterous?
Preposterous. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, so you take 1 piercing damage and 6 poison damage. Jesus, are you immune to poison? Or resistant because of your dwarven heritage?
Dwarven resilience? I thought I built the character with. Oh no, I built him with psychic.
Yeah. So no, sorry.
Poison, no. Yeah,
there was something there. There was something there. Blah 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 blah. Or resilience. Resistance against poison damage. So you only take 3 poison damage. So you take 4 damage altogether.
Yeah.
Sound good? Okay. You're up.
Great. I'm gonna rage.
You're gonna rage. I would like to rage. That's my best Travis Willingham impression for the initiated.
That's great. Rage damage, raging AC modifier. Is that everything I gotta click?
Do you have your weapons out? You get your dual wielder bonus?
Yes. Okay. I'm going to. I didn't really plan my attack.
I did tell you were next.
Yes. I'm going to do a two-handed battle axe swing at the wasps beside me, but as more of a melee weapon, like long side
Blunt?
smacky.
Okay, so I will let
Slide
you.
water.
I will let you roll a lower damage die, but do bludgeoning damage instead of slashing damage.
Okay.
So you would be two-handed rolling a d8.
Okay.
Smart lad. Smart lad. I see I've done my job well. Trying to hit a bee with a battle axe. Seems pretty tough. Yeah, that's good.
So what did you want me to roll? 1d8?
1d8, yes. So if you're using from here thenceforth, if you're using a weapon to do a damage type other than its normal, you roll one damage die less.
Okay.
Blanket rule for Devon's D&D.
Oh,
Plus
I got
your
one.
plus your strength modifier. Plus your strength modifier.
Which is 4?
4, 6. It's not bad.
6.
It's not bad. So which one are you going against? The one that's
The
on
one beside me.
the one, not the one that's on top of you.
No. Well, I can't
Alright.
swing at something that's
Well,
around me.
that's fair. That's
I'm
fair.
trying to build a narrative here.
All right, that's fair. 100%. Okay. Koreans go.
Can I leave? Can I get the fuck out of here before we end my turn?
You can certainly try.
I don't need to go far. I'm just trying to go like here,
All right. Where are you trying to go?
right there.
Okay. I'm just gonna
Alquarian's turn is useless.
put that in chat. Let's see, where is the
Advantage opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
Even if they take the disengage, we're gonna stay right there and get stung. Even if they...
Does anyone have an EpiPen ready?
It was Thury's turn last session, now it's your turn. Apparently. You're gonna stay?
Yoshi, you're on deck, dog.
You're gonna stick?
I'm gonna stand in a place that hurts.
Alright. You feel like running away from these bees is just, or these wasps is just gonna let them bite you in more vulnerable areas. And it's just gonna be a bad time no matter what you do, really. Okay, it is Quarian's turn. What is Quarian doing?
Brian is just going to move her around to this side.
Okay.
It's this. Oh no, that's
a cloud of daggers. They would.
Cloud of daggers.
Yeah.
We're gonna move around. So
yeah.
they
Over. You're gonna say over.
And he.
Yeah, it's a 5-foot cube. It's only 5 feet high.
He's gonna piss
Roughly
off
dwarf
the
size.
Bees. He's gonna piss off the bees that are hanging around Hardback Stone.
It's a good song, isn't it?
Way too intense for a fight against a bunch of fucking bees.
This is the bog. This is the bog again. Mad Max Fury Road, best soundtrack ever for combat. I love it.
If My Girl had this music and that scene where Macaulay Culkin dies, that movie would have been a lot better.
Things I did not expect to hear while playing D&D.
A Macaulay Culkin reference.
My Girl reference, not even Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, I guess Macaulay Culkin is kind of the king of shenanigans, or prince of shenanigans. So that's
yeah. And then after the encounter, we just find a mood ring on Harbeck's body, and we're all real sad about it, and we move in with our uncle.
All right. So you're gonna try and give advantage to which or against which swarm? Thury?
The one that's above Harbeck.
Above? Okay. So that's the one that's gonna go. Can more than one swarm occupy a space? I think that's pushing. I think that's pushing it. I think that's pushing it. I think that's pushing it. I think we're gonna go. It doesn't matter. Anyways, this is you're kind of the best person for this. Does an 18 hit? Harbeck,
Who are
does
you
an 18 does an 18 hit?
18 does hit, yes.
All right, 6 piercing and 8 poison. So that is, both of those are halved, right? So 7 damage altogether.
Gotcha.
Okay. I think that's it. That's it. The mosquitoes were really cool, but you guys dodged the mosquitoes. I was really excited about the mosquitoes, to be honest with you. But... Ooh. Fuck. Okay, it is gonna be Yoshi's turn. Oh, sorry, Yoshi's turn. I'll be right back, okay?
There's just ducks flying overhead while this is happening.
Right, yeah. It's just a regular day in the swamp.
There's so many soundboard features for intro members. Like this one's just called country. It doesn't say anything else. It's got an emoji with a cowboy hat.
I only see 6. I've got quack, air horn, cricket, golf clap, sad horn, and tis.
Yeah, and then if you look, it shows up a locked one.
If you really wanted to get technical.
Yeah, I've got all these other ones from all the other channels that I'm part of.
Okay, yeah.
One of them is a game called BeatStar, which is like Tap Tap Revolution. Remember when that was a big thing on iPhones?
Nope. I'm an Android
like
guy. I'm not an iPhone person.
Oh I'm an Android guy now. But I mean,
not a cultist. I am also a reformed cultist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's like Guitar Hero, but for your thumbs.
Wait a minute. Is that a friendly stranger coming to help us?
He's fine. Yeah, I just put the blanket over him. He's fine. He's just having a bad dream again. Sorry, my young fellow woke up.
I'm just, Yoshi's gonna go back to his original plan. Gonna swing a flippin' torch at these wasps and hope it works better.
All right.
Like if I had a stash of alcohol, I'd do some cool shit where I would just like, like flamethrower it at them, but I don't think I have anything flammable in my mouth. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Because you're knight background, right? So what do you have for in your pack? What did it give you, an explorer's pack or a dungeoneering pack?
I have an explorer's pack.
Explorer's pack. And what's in there?
Did I find the contents of my explorer's pack?
Ooh, doesn't say anything.
It just says explorer's pack.
In your inventory.
So rations. It should say
tinderbox.
Mesket, tinderbox, torch, rations, water skin, rope, backpack, arrows, torch.
Plus, like, we retcon that Yoshi's carrying a bunch of Everclear in his water skin instead of like being responsible.
Or some sake. Is it entirely
liquid death?
Is it entirely unreasonable for a samurai to be carrying a bunch of sake? I don't think so.
I don't think it's unreasonable. I think it's unreasonable if they were like honorable, which we've all determined and witnessed firsthand that his middle name is Dropkick, so he's the least honorable.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. Convert 5 of your rations to alcohol. And use up 1 of them to amplify your damage. Your fire damage. and roll. I would say yeah, roll 2d4 plus dexterity. Roll dexterity for attack and 2d4 for your damage plus dexterity. Yep, that's good.
Okay, and 2d4.
Okay, all right. Plus your what's your dexterity?
4.
What's your what's your dexterity modifier?
Oh, my modifier and I haven't done anything but attack in so long. Please guide me to where I'm going to find this.
Whatever your dexterity is, divided by
15.
2.
Left side of the screen, it should have a large
Yeah.
number above your dexterity.
Yeah, sorry.
4.
Yeah. So 4. Okay. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Okay, I'll just tell you. This does 14 damage. It takes them below half of their threshold. What does that look like from you?
So yeah, Yoshi pulls out the water skin, and everyone's just like, "Oh, great! He's just gonna have a drink of water at this point." But little, unbeknownst to everybody else, that he's secret closeted raging alcoholic, and he keeps nothing but pure sake in the water skin. And you know, he says something like, "I was going to save this for my first marriage," and then he takes a big swig, puts the torch up in front of his face, and it straight up looks like a Rob Zombie concert from that point onwards, because flames just start shooting. It looks like a fucked up circus, and there's just a pure ball of flame engulfing Black Demented wasps.
And you hit the core, like there's like the core that's squirming around, and there's like the outliers. You just like obliterate the core of it. And there's like, if you started with around 30, there's maybe 5 left, something like that.
Yeah, and then he says like, "That was for Macaulay Culkin." That was racist. He says it normally without the accent. Delete that from the YouTube video.
I will not. I will
In
not.
case I ever want to be. Yeah, you're right. If I want to run for prime minister, it's not a big deal because we've already had somebody dress up like Aladdin. So doing the Asian accent.
Yeah. We like our most liberal prime minister ever has dressed up in unironic blackface. So we're probably fine.
Back in the day, that was cool. I mean,
was it?
That was fun.
Was it
what
really?
did I say?
What
What
was
did I
it?
just say?
Like
Jesus Christ.
what day are we talking about? Like we're talking about like Al Jolson singing "Mammy" back in the day because like
His daddy's dead.
You're gonna make me fucking spit beer all over my computer screen, and we're gonna have to take a break. All right, 30. You're up, buddy.
So, how does my cone?
Your cone.
Or
Oh,
my
is it at the start of
cylinder.
its turn or the start of your turn?
I believe it's the start of its turn.
Oh, cool.
Where was that right there?
It was what, Moonbeam?
Yeah.
On each
Or
of
start
your
this
turns
turn.
after you cast a spell, you can use an action to move the beam. Okay, sorry.
When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn,
Or starts the turn there.
its turn there.
Okay. All right. Give me a. Well, it's good thing that they just went. Well, they went a little while ago. Okay.
Also, do I have to do a concentration saving thingy, majig?
Yeah. So they'll do a concentration. We might have to do a slight friendly game here. Yeah, they're gonna do a concentration save. And that will depend. Okay, it's a 9. So they take full damage. You want to roll 2d10 for me?
Yeah.
So
They're gonna eat it right.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. 18 damage.
That's right.
Okay, hold on a second. We gotta do some
Y'all
heavy.
be fucked.
We gotta do some heavy retconning here. So that would okay. So at the start of their turn, they would have taken 18 damage, which is actually doubled because they're vulnerable to AoE. Okay, so you actually would have killed them on the start of their turn. So that was before. That was before Yoshi's turn. Okay. So Yoshi, with that in mind, would you have done the same thing just directly on Harbeck, or would you have maybe prepped an action for them to be free of Harbeck before you did that? Keep in mind, Harbeck's looking very angry right now, and you've seen when he's angry, almost nothing affects him.
Oh, if he's raging, I mean, if I set you on fire.
If I set you on fire. If I fuck you up.
I'm not gonna know really fast. Would you be okay if I set you on fire right now?
Kill the wasps. Please.
Okay, we have a. All right, everybody. We have.
All right,
it on record.
we have a
okay with
we have a
being
consensus.
Raging.
Okay, so
Flame.
these guys died last turn. This is why I, to be honest, hate effects that trigger on the target's turn.
The beginning of their turn.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I mean, we could just
So
make it
no.
so it's the beginning of my turn.
So Thuri, how do you want to do this for the column of wasps that were north of Harbeck? How do you want to do this?
I mean, I think they just catch on fire, right? Like it doesn't have to be funny or special. I think
They just like
look up at the sky and then they go.
just like just like a sparkler, just go.
Oh, you know what? No, I retract my statement. It's like when a mosquito flies into one of those electric fucking things and it zaps them and blows them into oblivion.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. 100%.
That's what it is.
So so how much damage did you do, Dave? So Dave, you did 14 damage. Hey Harbeck, are you having your damage that you're getting?
Yep.
Really? Okay. All right. So you...
I haven't done the bear totem, so he's like playing with 18 less hit points this time.
Yeah. So so you take 7 reduced by half, so you take 3 damage, Harbeck, from Yoshi's improvised flamethrower. Him trying to burn the wasps off of you. So now they're less than half hit points, which is a good thing. Which is a very good thing. Okay. Thuri, that's it for you, Thuri? Okay.
Well, I bet that wasn't even my turn. That was the beginning of their turn. I haven't even played my turn yet.
Yeah. So it's your turn. So you could relocate it, but
I'd blow Harbeck up.
Basically, he's immune to everything except for psychic. That would be
is it my action or my bonus action?
Ooh, jeez. I think it's an action.
Moonbeam?
Yeah, on each turn, blah, 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 action to move the beam up to 60 feet in any direction. Yeah, 60 feet to move the beam. And it would do 2d10 damage to him.
I have to physically touch Harbeck for cure wounds?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah? That was a range
Yeah,
spell.
wound touch.
Cure wounds is touch? Why would anybody use cure wounds instead of fucking healing word? Because healing word is 60 feet, is it not? Yeah, okay, yeah. Fucking hey. If it's touch, it's touch, but jeez.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cure Wounds is touch.
Yeah, you're right,
It says it
Yep,
gains the number of hit points
Yeah,
you touch.
it's a touch spell.
That's the thing. I think Cure Wounds is a little bit of a higher top. I think it's a higher, I think it's a D8.
Yeah, it's a D8 instead of a D6, I believe.
Yeah. So
Like,
if you're going for the extra 2 hit points, but I mean, and they're both like low level. So
yeah.
it's...
Yeah, you could try to heal him if you wanted to. He's looking pretty. He's looking a bit rough at the moment, to be honest with you.
I would like to. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do that.
So you could move on top of those corpses. They seem very focused on him, but you could move here or here, whatever your movement. So you have 35 feet of movement. So you can move 10 feet, fine, and then another 10 feet, which would be 20 feet. So that takes you to 30 feet. Move an extra 5 feet. Yeah, you could get in range either here or here to get in touch range.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's
All
do
right.
that, and then we're gonna do Cure Wounds on the back.
So, 2, do you want to move or dispel your Cure Wounds, or your Moonbeam, because it's no longer useful to you? But it may be.
I want to try and heal him first and see how much.
Oh right.
health he
Yes.
gets
Okay.
back,
So yeah, that's an
because
action. Yeah, that's
I
an
don't want
action.
to blow his fucking head off.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair enough. Yep. That's fair enough.
So what is it now? 1d8, 2d8?
I think it's 1d8, isn't it?
One
think-
second, loading.
Cure Wounds,
1d8 plus your spell casting modifier.
which is a 4, I think. So it's the tiniest better than a health potion.
Well,
Yeah. It's a D8.
let's do it. 1d8. I do.
That's an action too, isn't it?
Yes, as an action. Yeah. So
Yeah,
5.
you get 9 health points back.
Yep.
And then I gotta reduce.
Thanks,
Yes.
buddy.
Welcome, dog.
Yeah. So when you hit Cure Wounds, it should do everything for you. Should.
It did
Should
not.
You didn't?
Oh no, yeah, no, it did, because I haven't used one of those yet. So yeah, it did.
Okay.
We're good.
All right. Okay. Ludwig, you are up.
Ludwig, is Moonbeam still there?
Moonbeam is still there.
You son of a bitch.
That's what I was getting at.
Going here, and I am going to use Gust, and I'm going to push the.
Wait, can he use it on in like a non-perpendicular? Oh, it's because you wanted the.
I want to push them back into Cloud of Daggers.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, I would have. It'll still work though, because I can see them, right? I can see through.
But it's neither held nor
I mean,
carried and weighs no more than 5 pounds. Yeah. So Harback's unaffected because he weighs more than 5 pounds. Fancy that. Okay.
Wait, let me check my character sheet. Yeah, we're good.
Ethereal
those
barbarian.
I'm pushing them back into
Strength saving throw. All right, they have a -4 on this. Yeah. Yep.
I don't even know what the DC is, so it's probably 14.
I think the DC's
Yeah, DC 14.
12 or 14. 14.
14.
Yeah. All right, so
Yeah,
they are.
back into the Cloud of Daggers. They entered the Cloud of Daggers,
Yes, they have.
so they take the hit.
They do. All right, roll me 4d4 damage.
9.
9. How would you like to do this?
I mean, it's bees flying into daggers. They're all just getting chopped in half.
Like a goddamn
was-
lawnmower.
That was just enough.
Exactly.
That was just enough. So I
That's okay. They were about to get hit again at the start of their turn anyway.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if it
So-
wasn't enough, it was enough.
It was yeah. So just so you know, so they were immune to slashing and piercing damage, but they were vulnerable to AoE damage. So I broke that down as being normal damage. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Because Cloud of Daggers is slashing damage, but it does it in a whole
I
bunch
think
of
it's
places.
also magical, though. I think Cloud of Daggers is also magical. I'm not sure about that. That's something I gotta look into.
Yes.
Because
So
that's something that
yeah,
happens
so it
in
would be
every
fine.
play.
It would be fine regardless. It would be fine regardless, to be honest. Because yeah, yeah. Because yeah, yeah. This was a mix of homebrew and a mix of Matt Colville's stuff. So, anyways, okay. All right, just give me a second here. Oops.
All that Yoshi does is piercing and slashing, so I guess my ingenuity worked in my favor.
It
Yeah, that
really
helps.
did. It really did. You really impressed me. I'm not gonna lie to you. You really read my clues, and you fucking did really goddamn good. Really good.
I wouldn't give myself that much credit of reading clues. I was like, phosphate fire. That was my.
Well, that's a
That
mix
was
of
pretty
that's a mix of intuitive game design and good reading. It's like I'll pat myself on the back. You pat yourself on the back. We'll call it even. Yeah, that 14 damage definitely that's what did it, because him pushing it in did 9 damage, which was just enough. So, well done, guys. Okay. So, congratulations. You are through the swamp.
We're alive.
And
We're alive.
just barely. And you could absolutely take 15 minutes if you want to recoup some things.
Yeah.
So stuff-wise, what can I recoup?
So you can do one short rest resource. So if you have warlock spell slots, you could redeem them and then recoup them.
So I could turn it into a.
You could turn them into spell points. You could turn one spell slot, I believe, into 3 spell points, maybe 2, probably 2 or 3, one or the other. I can't remember. I think it's 2. Because cantrips are 1 for your meta magic, so it must be 2 for if you have a level 1 spell slot. I can't remember off the top of my head though. But yeah, it's basically whatever quantity that you could redeem spell slots for sorcery points.
Okay. So if you have 3 sorcery points, you gain more. So it's kind of the opposite of if I were turning my spell slots into sorcery points.
I think so. Because I think it's.
I could go on full on coffee lock if you would let me have spell slots back, and just have unlimited spells.
Well, you still got to take the time to rest, which is a risk in and of itself in this module.
Not for a coffee lock.
Well.
Exhaustion is the only thing that I have to worry about there.
Yes, exhaustion, but
And
also
with a 12-hour day, I can mitigate that.
Yeah. So anytime.
I put in here, but I'm not an asshole. I'm a jerk. I'm not an asshole.
I know. Like. To be honest, I like coffee locks. I like that because I don't like running out of spells as a spellcaster. But I do like you having to use them somewhat smartly. And the thing is, it's only, whatever, 2 or 3 spell points. As long as you don't get crazy and abuse it, then I'm fine with it. As long as you're not compelling the party to stop every 15 minutes so you can farm spell points. Spell points. So okay, so
short rest, please. Rest, please.
Quick thing. So you can only do, I believe I said one quick breather between short rests. I believe that's what I said, is 1 quick breather between short rests. You can't do infinite quick breathers. You do a quick breather, but then the next time that you rest has to be a short rest. So you could do a quick breather now, and then you just get back a little bit of your stuff. So Thuri, you could get either your wild shapes or your totems back. Dan, you could get your spells back. Brad, I don't know if you have any short rest resources, but you could roll hit dice, and yeah.
Like I could essentially get one of my spell back, right? That's what you mean.
Yes, yep. That's the advantage of a Sorlock, is being able to farm your Warlock spell points. Yeah, no problems there. So back to the maxi map.
Are we resting? Can I roll these hit dice? Or
I
not
think
resting?
so. I would say
breathing.
yes, because I want my spirit totem.
Okay,
back.
somebody roll me a d20. Don't care who.
Somebody stop me!
Something else did it.
Just so. Yeah, you're fine.
Holy moly.
Holy Moses.
Holy moly.
This program, my god.
Oh, everything's locked up.
Roll 20, I pay you way too much money for you to be this unoptimized.
Oh, baby.
Jesus Christ.
Never was there a happier day than when I canceled my Roll20 Pro subscription.
I feel
Hey, I don't
okay.
know if any of you guys are whiskey guys, but there's this Scotch out of Cape Breton. It's the first Canadian single malt whiskey. Called
What's it called?
Called Glen Breton.
Glen Breton.
It is very good.
Is it very good?
Or whatever.
Is it better than?
It's still a Canadian whiskey. It has to be called a Canadian whiskey because it's not from Scotland. But it is technically, like, the way it is made, it is a Scotch.
So is it more of an earthy or ashy Scotch?
It's earthy.
Earthy. Okay, I will absolutely pick that up next chance I get. Because I haven't had a good
in a while.
I haven't had a good Scotch in a while. For cocktails, if you guys haven't tried Whistle Pig whiskey, it is phenomenal. It is really good. Yeah, I can't really downplay how good it is. Even the 6-year is great. The 10-year is mind blowing, and it's only $100 a bottle. And
I think this is something like that.
Something like that. Okay. All right. So we're looking at 11:40 at the moment.
Okay.
How much time y'all got? I'm off till Friday night, so I got all kinds of time. How much time do you guys got?
I gotta take my kid to camp in the morning.
Okay. I think that's a pretty good spot to leave it then. Is you guys trudging through and coming out a little bit battered, a little bit beaten, but alive.
Worse for wear.
A little worse for wear, particularly Harbeck. A little worse for wear coming out of the swamp. But I think that was I think that's a wrap for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Good?